It was a trade in theory that never actually got sent because he was just like,
some of us just don't learn.
We're live, pal.
Parents just don't understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Triad is back for the season premiere of On the Money podcast here tonight live as we get ready for the meat and potatoes.
I mean, when I was younger, He-Man was number one to me. I used to say Lionel was a ripoff.
Thundercats?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
but when you got
we older, are not. We're our generation is not Thundercats.
No, it's not that.
I know if I had four green,
if
I had four green turtles on,
we're guys. Come on, yeah, exactly.
Yes,
fired up, dog.
But I didn't like the He-Man movie. I just didn't. I like Thundercats.
I love the He-Man movie. It reminded me of watching an '80s cartoon. That's not the '80s cartoon. Grow up.
We were born when the 80s died. So it's just a different perspective. Even though our era is heavily influenced by the things that went down in the 80s. You cannot deny that. The 90s are a hangover.
Be maybe a little more serious? Yeah.
You loved it, though. You loved all the gaga. The pomp and circumstance.
I didn't like how they made Adam too much of a klutz.
Buffoon.
Especially if you're not going to have the secret identity thing like that. I disagreed with. But overall, I thought the movie was good, and I thought Skeletor was amazing.
I did like Skeletor. I did like that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm looking forward to Spider-Man this weekend, and I'll finally join you guys in the
about time.
Yes, Jesus,
bro. I'm sitting here just sitting on theories and conspiracies that I just got to sit here and bite my tongue because somebody.
I know.
I didn't want to spend my day off. Remain nameless.
I didn't want to spend my one day off 3 hours in the movies when it's my one day off.
That's why I went the night of.
We went on premiere day, dog.
That night when we got off.
We were ready.
That Saturday you went?
I went home, took a nap.
Who you and Matt?
Yep. Took a nap and
Matthew.
We went Friday night.
Pisses me off, but I love Matt.
had my popcorn, had my Starburst minis.
I thought I killed.
Heather had her M&Ms.
I slapped the shit out of one yesterday.
Saw some pretty good previews.
You know what preview looks good? Did that movie come out yet with Pete Davidson and the boys trying to robbing banks and they're going viral on TikTok and all that crap?
No, I haven't seen that.
I saw a pretty good preview with a movie from Andrew Garfield that he's going to be in that I kind of want to check out. I thought it was pretty good. Good enough to go to the movies for a non-Marvel movie. I felt like this is pretty solid. But
my last 3 movie appearances have been.
We still respect the code.
Will be Spider-Man. Will be He-Man. It was He-Man and Michael.
We know a lot of people have not seen Spider-Man yet, so we're going to respect the code. We're not going to go into the spoilers. We're going to wait.
We're going to respect the X-Men 97 code too.
We're going to respect the X-Men 97 code. Of course, as you know, podcast day. Every morning on podcast day, my day starts with coffee, my Benjamin.
I got to watch it again.
Episode of X-Men.
And I'm not mad that I got to watch it again. Because I understood the gist of it, but I want to pick up other things. Because at the same time, I was having a conversation with a coworker in there.
You guys take over. I'm going to share the pod.
And that coworker is Dave Steer. He was telling me about the 80s and how he ran like 15 video stores back in the day.
Yeah, how come we didn't get comment? He commented already. He said, "Are we going to talk about Brandon Day or what?" No, we can't talk about it because somebody hasn't watched it.
We would, but
we would talk about it.
Some among us have yet to watch the film. So we cannot divulge the information.
We'll talk about it next week, guys. Come on.
He said there were a lot of Thundercats in the Manors because when we saw them, we would yell, "Ho!"
All right, let me make sure this is everywhere.
He's my uncle.
I found,
posted on the nostalgia page.
He's not my dad's age. My dad's older than him.
By how much?
My dad's 60. Gonna be 67, 68 this year.
Oh, shit. My dad was 10 years.
That's why your dad hung out with my uncle, my dad's brother, Angel. I could put money on that.
Yeah, probably did.
You say the name Face, I guarantee you.
Oh, I know Face. That. Yeah.
We had a. I don't know why the comments ain't popping up.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It always does.
I'll jump in there if I need to, just to make sure that we're tracking everything.
I don't know what's going on.
Pin this on the regular page.
We are dealing with a couple of technical issues. Just trying to see if we can get the comments on in front of us instead of on the cellular devices.
We got this.
But like I shared, man. Yeah, look, Chris just I wonder if this is it. Is this not
pin post?
Yeah, because Chris just commented too. Chris, what's up, bro? I see you here. Chris Woloski.
Always one of the first ones to check in on the podcast. A minute.
What's this?
What you got it on YouTube? It's on the YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. We have not branched out yet enough.
But it should show both. Doesn't it usually show both?
Oh yeah, they're like one and the same.
Yeah, we should get YouTube comments and Facebook comments on the screen in front of us anyway.
It's on YouTube and that, but it's not under the fan forum.
I posted earlier. Commander's always doing some weird shit. Crenshaw posted, "What did they do? I'm just waking up on my way to Vegas, bro. Have a ball. Be careful. The city of sin. Have a blast out there."
Yeah, Oscar knows the repercussions and the consequences of not seeing movies like that.
I'll get up and walk away.
So
you'll do this podcast by yourself. I'm shouting.
Yeah, I mean,
Tampa Bay, disarray.
Well,
yeah, but we'll keep it respectful. We'll keep it respectful. He's gonna watch it this weekend.
We respect the code.
We can't control any of you guys for any comments that you might post or put or whatever like that. But
yeah.
Don't know why it's not popping up.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Sorry,
but we're here, man. We're here. We're gonna break down AFC, NFC, South divisions tonight.
Yes, we are.
Like Elon said, pretty much the opening of the season for us.
Here we go.
Hey, we're in. We're in.
All right, so I don't got the other comments.
Yeah,
all right.
I see them now. I'm actually in there right now, so.
I don't understand why nobody's getting notifications of us going live.
Yeah, it used to. It definitely used to.
The powers that be are trying to restrain us.
Yeah, they're trying to hold us down, man.
I got it wrong.
They cannot, because the Jersey Triad will not be silenced. This is the time of year. I call it the premiere episode of the new season of On the Money podcast because this is really where it all starts again.
Well, my dad was always in the manor. So.
Where football season goes down again. This is where we take all the teams, we take, everything that we have going into August as far as training camp goes and all the news on the side, this, that, and the third, videos and everything. And this is the first week of August where we look at the divisions. And it's actually the hardest breakdown of all because we still have a month of information out there that we don't know. Like we could make a tape tonight that could get destroyed in a week.
Oh, yeah,
because the guy goes down.
For sure.
And
that's what we do. When you do these predictions, that's the chance and the risk you take.
Yeah, and that's why they're just called predictions.
In the inaugural episode of this podcast, we did every division, everything, playoffs, the whole nine.
And threw SummerSlam in there.
Yeah, 3.5 hours.
We did the whole conference that time. And then we found a way to break it down for it to make sense. But our first ever episode.
The second year we did the whole conference and then the other whole conference the following, and then we came up with the idea of the third year to
break it down into
all divisions,
and then we could spread it out through August. And it made more sense to build up to our predictions for the playoff Super Bowl episode. However, that first episode of the divisional breakdowns tends to be the one where it's just like you're diving into the schedules, you're diving into the rosters, you're looking at
Pickett versus Carson Beck tomorrow night. You're right, Chris.
Is that tomorrow night?
Hall of Fame game going down tomorrow night. Panthers versus the Cardinals. Two teams that
get the prop bets ready.
Let's go! I'm not betting preseason, but I'm still hyped. Still hyped.
There's no way in hell.
People who bet on preseason football are true.
I learned
to the word degenerate.
I learned my lesson, dog, betting on the MLB All-Star game when the kids came out riding bikes and there was fireworks. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Couldn't have bet on that.
What have I done?
Could have not have bet on that. Couldn't have seen that coming.
This is not a game.
No.
However, tomorrow we're going to see football on TV, bro. And it's going to be announcers we never heard of. It's going to feel off.
Weird.
It's going to feel off-brand.
And look at that touchdown right there.
Players we're not going to see, on the field. We're going to see some Carson Beck action going down.
Jack Robinson with the touchdown. He's got a long way to go to making this team. But things like that, they leave a mark with coaches.
I call it the season premiere because I feel like this is where we made it. We made it. We're here. Like, this is it. We're at the precipice. From this point to kickoff, it's going to be heavy football talk, hot takes, divisional champions, playoff predictions, Super Bowl picks, some prop bets on some. You know what I mean? We could throw them in there. I'll pull DraftKings up right now. Don't make me.
I mean, I think we could do something
I
like
got
that
a
last
futures
week
bet.
as far as like
You don't want to know
futures
about my
bets and
futures bet?
We can do it.
I can bring it back.
We can do the divisional
Yeah,
bets.
I've done one futures bet so far.
It's all there. It's
Can
all
we parlay that?
the
What?
divisional winners. Yeah,
Yeah, I did that.
We
I
can
don't know if
definitely do
did
it.
I do division winners or did
I might round robin it though, just to be sick. Because
Now here's a guy with a DUI.
of course, Chris
That's a
Collinsworth
good one. That's a good one.
on Sunday Night Football, all of it's back. Needing 70 points from your Monday night guys. And all of that is just going to come into
right
play
around the corner,
slowly
guys.
but surely,
Right around the corner.
guys.
Got my
Like,
first
haven't
fantasy
bet
draft on the
since-
22nd in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
mine's on the 23rd.
Nice.
So
nice.
boards are going to start getting posted. Please post your boards depending on.
Speaking of boards, I
Alright.
just ordered mine today.
So-
Should be here tomorrow.
My futures pick is a 8-pick parlay. All right,
Division winners?
division winners. Of course, I took the Steelers,
Of
the Buffalo Bills, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the LA Chargers, the Dallas
hit.
Cowboys, the Detroit Lions. Wow, this is going to look stupid now that I did my predictions today. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What?
I didn't pick them to win the division.
But you bet on them to win.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
It's been a while since I
What
placed this bet.
side are you on? Who do you believe in the NFC
Well, this
South?
is before the disarray of Vita Vee's not happy, Baker Mayfield's not happy.
Disarray.
Is Todd Bowles on the hot seat?
Oh, is this their last dance?
Also in the Rams.
Could be.
Is this the this version of the
However,
Bucks' last dance?
It was
potentially?
$1.15. That's all I bet.
Maybe he's a little jealous about Sonny Styles out there going crazy,
$6,200.
moving 350-pound men.
Right.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's
That's good stuff. I like it. I like it. I love it. I
Listen,
want some
let me
more
get
of it.
halfway through the season. I say $300. I'm cashing
Oh,
out.
dude, even if that shit says $70 4 weeks into the
Cash
season.
out.
Always pay attention to that cash
The
out
Falcons took
button.
a hit yesterday on defense. Yes, they did.
Massive.
Jalen Walker, I believe his name is.
Jaylon,
right?
Yo, why is the app with
Big,
I haven't been on
big
here
hit
since-
for Atlanta's defense. Torn ACL, done for the season. So we've already got a few season-ending injuries.
He was
Two
from the
quarterbacks
14th
that
or
are
15th
hurt.
pick overall.
Who, the Walker kid?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I didn't know they had a first round pick this year.
They had two. I thought they had two. Or
Two
was that last
quarterbacks
year?
that are potentially hurt.
Yeah,
I thought they traded their pick to the Rams.
No, Kansas City did. The Rams.
Damn.
Or no.
He has to catch up.
The Chiefs got 2 picks. Had 2 picks.
Falcons.
Yeah.
They got the Rams pick.
Yes.
Did the Rams have a first round pick?
No, that kid must have been
No.
from 2025's draft because they didn't have a first round pick this year.
So yeah.
So if you're just tuning
Either way,
in,
they were expecting big kick. Big
Yeah,
kicks from that
because it was
kid,
a
though.
second year. You know,
yeah. So
normally that's
tough.
when defensive players really take it up a notch that are picked that high.
They're a team that's usually a pretty stout defense. They just kind of need the run support from the other side, and for
Yeah,
one
he was
reason or
their first
another,
pick, 15th overall
You know,
in
the
the
Falcons
2025 draft.
No, Chris, they won't have to
Have to
forfeit. They had
the
the
league
same
years,
problem last
years,
year,
years.
so
They got to play it
It's
out.
just-
Yo, how about the
just-
substation
play it out.
Twitter account?
that's hilarious. I love it.
It's comical, bro.
I love it.
It's become
love
lore.
it.
It's just a yearly August tradition.
I'm gonna go on the
When it
substation.
comes, we're not talking West tonight, but by God, we can't go without mentioning the fact that this is a yearly thing with this.
Right.
shit.
Yeah. At
Like,
this point, it's not.
so
we joked about it
Legit,
before it started happening.
the,
For
elec-
real.
the electrical substation from Santa Clara, California, has a Twitter account. Somebody created it. Their bio line was never my intention to cause trouble. It's just my nature. What his pin tweet is, I'm just here doing my job and everyone is mad at me. Then it goes today, a 49ers post a new pass rusher, Ogobu Oroko, going through drills today. He replied, they always look spry and full of hope on day one.
Damn.
It's going.
Yo, that's so wild.
Who's that kid? Cowing, the kid that got hurt today. Like the kid
From-
that's the kid they
from
drafted
Niners?
last year. I think.
Yes.
That's a
Stribling
second year
still
kid.
hurt.
So you can't even blame it on the guys that are old.
Evans
You
is
got-
nursing the quad.
So
Black is still hurt.
So Christian,
Guarendo's on IR.
Christian McCaffrey and Tongas are wide receiver 1 and 2.
Watch out for Khalil Herbert, man. Khalil Herbert.
The guy that missed 2 years.
Oh, here we go.
This shit was
This
fucked.
was a great tweet today from that substation account. Update. Offensive lineman Carver Wills concussion, offensive line Brett Toth are both not practice day. The Electrical Association tweeted, even I'm surprised at this point.
Bro, it's literally become a joke.
Yeah,
If
no,
nobody
it's become a
is like, this is almost as good as
It's
the
bad.
Andrew Luck. The remember the Andrew Luck, like it was Captain Andrew Luck or somebody from like the 1700s, and
That was a great page. That was a great
that
page.
was a great
That was a
page,
great page.
man.
That was
I
awesome.
don't remember that.
May 49ers and Chargers should exchange team names in honor of the substation. Well, you got my boy Jay Herb with his wife whispering sweet
Yo.
nothings on the sideline.
It almost looked like if you were just kind of glancing at that video, it looked like she was almost feeding him grapes.
My
Bro.
boy's about to have 5,000 pounds. His life is complete, dog.
Yo, not for nothing. I seen a couple of plays on Twitter today where like dude was hyping up the play and lad got open. Defense had no idea the kid was open.
You got McDaniels out there, and it's all.
Ooh,
you know,
this just
guys
got
gonna
reported
be-
an hour
I'm going to
ago.
be very excited
Aaron
to
Miro.
break down the West. this year.
Vita Vea's agent told at NFL Stroud he doesn't see current situation ending any way other than a trade. I don't see it ending in anything but a trade at this point. And that's big because we're talking that division, and he's a big reason why they're so good on defense.
We got Sonny Styles now, man.
He looks good. He looks
And tonight,
really
Lewis
good.
Reeves has his first.
That whole shit about was it him or Ruben with the little arms? I don't know. It didn't look like it mattered
Yeah,
because he's
that
moving
kid's
big
nice,
bodies out of his way easily.
I'm sure he's been beefing up.
At the line is he's like just as soon as that whistle blows, it's like I don't know what.
He hits
It
another
is.
gear, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is he's doing, but he's beating that guy.
He goes from first to fifth like it's nothing. It's insane.
That's a guy that's going to be in the
I would have
quarterback's
loved him on the
face
Giants, man.
immediately.
I would have loved him on the Giants. I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad at taking,
I
Sonny
love
Styles. So
and I like him in that situation. out in
he
Tampa.
is somebody that I will pay attention for the rest of his career because, not that I think we whiffed on our pick, but I just want to follow him.
You always know when there's a pick that you wanted, and that pick ends up going out there and shining.
just shining.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's
sometimes you can. Some players you can feel it. It's
Yeah,
like
but
that
as long
guy's
as
a
our pick
difference maker.
pans out, I'll be fine.
Listen,
I'll be fine.
I don't know. Maybe my phone's just
And
listening
Reese's
to
would be
everything we're
great.
talking about because a lot of the tweets are South related to that.
Really, that's crazy.
A
That's
new
perfect.
one. Who owns
Perfect.
Parker Washington's stock?
Alexa.
I do, and King.
I do not
Alexa
have.
has him a deal with.
Liam Cohen
Parker.
on Parker Washington today.
Oh, they've been raving about
Parker
this
is
guy
now my
for weeks.
emergency contact. That's how much I trust him. My wife thought it was a little weird,
What?
but she's okay with it.
Wait, what?
That's you know what
No,
that
they love
tells
that
me.
kid, bro. They
Parker
love that
Washington's
kid.
wide receiver one.
Who plays the slot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Parker's the one.
How do they trust Parker more than they trust BTJ?
Well, are they?
He
Are we
just
gonna?
seems more reliable. Man.
Will any wide receiver out of that group be able to replicate the success that they had in 1 year? Because right now, Parker and
so. I think-
BTJ they both had great years 1 year, and now it's a question of where do they go from here?
Well, the biggest argument against BTJ is that he did his stuff with Mac Jones and not Trevor Lawrence. And when Trevor Lawrence was, healthy all year last year, BTJ just for whatever reason couldn't create separation. Lawrence couldn't get him the ball. He was dropping passes, wasn't making moves after the catch. And that's the stuff that maybe BTJ just got to figure out. To me, regardless, I think Parker's going to get peppered this year a lot, but there's a lot of mouths to feed regardless. You can't just keep
I
throwing
was about to
it Parker.
say there's Brenton
Jacoby,
Strange.
there's Brenton Strange, BTJ, Parker Washington. Tootin is in line to have a big year. They're thinking that they're going to give him maybe 300 touches plus, but they also have Chris Rodriguez, LaQuint Allen, the kid from Millville. Like,
LaQuint
options.
feels like a pass catching type of
who can kind of bruise too though, because he's a big bodied running back. So
he
there's
can
options on this
can
offense.
morph into whatever is needed of him. So
whatever
it
they call
behooves-
his number to do. I feel
It
like he can
behooves
do.
Chris Rodriguez to stay healthy.
Yes,
because
he
LaQuint
can
Allen
easily
is coming.
lose his spot. Yeah, he can easily lose his spot.
And
And
they are
part of me roots for Allen because again, he's a local kid.
right.
I like seeing anybody from down here do their thing and make it to the league. So
You want to see him eat.
yeah, but there's a lot of options on this team. So is
A lot of
Parker
mouths to feed.
Washington his emergency contact? Maybe. Is he going to get peppered? For sure. but there's a lot of mouths to feed on that team.
BTJ could still repair
Yeah.
whatever damage.
There's no reason why
The
he can't be
problem is,
Jameson Williams, bro. There's
People
no
were taking
reason for that.
BTJ at a first round
Oh, God,
like
yeah.
premium
Hey,
last year. Back end.
yes.
111 type shit. Like
Didn't
that,
Nolan do it 1 year?
Yeah.
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 He had a lot of work.
Yes.
He had to work
His
himself
rookie
out
season, he
of
was
that
amazing.
shit.
Yeah, he was.
Like, so he was being taken at a
Last
premium.
year was just his
where
sophomore year.
It's hard to recover from that when
How many
he's
people
not
are going to be
producing.
scared to pick him in a redraft this year so high?
I mean, I don't think anybody's picking him high this year, honestly.
He was getting picked in the second round in drafts.
Last year. Yeah, I don't. That's not.
That was
happening.
last season's draft season. BTJ was on people's boards in the first round.
But what's great about that is that I think he goes in like 7th round or later in most leagues this year, which
And maybe
to
he
me
can
that's
win a
value.
league.
Yeah, that's value for me for BTJ.
You know what's fucked
People
up
don't
about
have
it?
faith in him, but I do.
This team,
And I'll gladly take him
One-
anytime after.
He's
the
wide
season.
receiver.
this
3.
team won 11 to
Still
12.
value, bro.
This team
Great
won
depth piece.
11 to 12 games with him not even being able to produce, and
Right.
that's what throws it for a loop. Where it's like they can win without you. So it's like from a reality and a fantasy perspective, it's just like, oh, like you fall into what was it the space that we've been calling the last couple of weeks,
The Shadow Realm.
the shadow realm.
The Shadow Realm.
He kind of sits in there a little bit.
Yeah,
like
he does.
spends time there.
But
He definitely
in,
spends time
in his
in the shadow
defense,
realm.
we see year 3 wide receivers the last 5 to 6 years really coming into their own. So this could be, and who's
If
to
he
say that
doesn't
Brenton
break
Strange
out,
don't get
listen.
hurt again? Who's to say
And
Jacoby or Parker's healthy?
We
all
overlooked
year?
the fact it's only his third year.
Exactly.
Like
Devontae Adams, I'll say this to my face turn blue. Devontae Adams didn't become Devontae Adams until year 3. I mean, dude, sometimes it just takes a while. Tiki Barber wasn't great until like year 6 or 7.
BTJ got
The Hall of
crucified.
Good.
The Hall of Good
Tiki
Tiki Barber.
Barber.
The Hall of Good. BTJ got crucified for having one bad year and has only been in the league for 2 years. But it was
Right.
the expectation level after the rookie year.
Right.
And people are
And,
mad
that's
because
the state of
they
football. That's the state of the
decided.
human race that we are. You know what I'm saying? It's always give me, high expectations. We don't want to hear anything else about it.
nobody told you to pick him in the first round.
Right.
You did that.
Yeah, exactly.
You mad at him?
Right.
You picked him in the first
You
round.
kept listening to fantasy pros
Like,
and fantasy
you-
footballers. And telling them-
Yeah, he's
And
a
not for
darling.
nothing.
He was a darling.
I think even me and you might have been saying 2nd round pick for BTJ last year because
It was
I
a
thought-
premium.
I thought he was going to be that guy.
I saw
really
people
did.
picking him in the first round. I knew I wasn't willing to do it, and I said to myself, he could be a good pick in round 2.
Right. I wasn't saying
I played
round
that
1 for
game.
him. I didn't think round 1 would be good for him, but round 2 for sure. And I felt anything after round 2 was a steal for BTJ. But
And now this is the
we all had the egg
year.
on our face last year.
Like now we're talking about him maybe going in the 3rd or 4th round, and you being able to get more than your money's worth off of him, production wise.
I think later than that, dude. I think.
Oh, in some drafts, yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think 3 or 4 might be too high.
Absolutely. When you factor in like we have to draft 2 quarterbacks or whatever, like the format of your league actually is.
Oh yeah, I
because
mean that factors too.
at the end of the day, formats matter, guys. Like you can't overlook the format of your league. Go into the settings. Go into your league settings. Look at the points per touchdown. Look at the points per reception.
bonus
All
points.
that shit matters, bro. It all makes a difference. The guy right next to me, I beat him by 0.5.
Jeez.
Okay?
Let's keep
0.5.
speaking that in
Because of a bonus where if a receiver gets more than 100 yards, you get a 10-point bonus. Look at your settings and find a way to be able to find your advantage in those
That shit
settings.
breaks my hearts though. That should have been my 3rd title.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He lost it again.
I knew I lost last year's title after Derrick Henry on Saturday night.
Really
I was like,
Hey man, at least you lost to your friends. You know?
unconscionable. Your best friends. Think of it like that.
who needs enemies?
When your best friends cross you, was
Yeah, I
steering
can't
near
wear
you.
those blue hoodies this year, man. You know, so
I will
crisp.
be wearing mine for the family photo. I'm a good sport, but
Hey, man,
I'm
if I had to
gunning
wear
for
the
that
green
title.
one, you could wear that one.
I'm good. Yeah, you did. You were a good sport, and I will be wearing my blue, red, and white Giants on the money sports hoodie to honor our champion. Just know though, I'm gunning for the belt, dog.
I'm gonna do everything I can to get to a 3rd championship, but to get to a 3rd straight championship is gonna be
That's a lot.
hard.
You had your shot,
bro.
You had your shot.
Listen, to get to 1 is hard.
No, it is.
To get to 2 in a
You-
row,
You had your shot, buddy.
but I can do it.
I just hope
I'm
I don't have that
ridiculous.
Super Bowl
Acumen.
hangover.
Football acumen, baby.
Wait, well, oh, you guys won the Super Bowl, so that the
Right.
hangover,
For me, I don't.
it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Hey,
I
man.
never recovered. No amount of slushies or liquid IVs or chicken noodle soup, none of that could prepare me for what I had to deal with last
2
year
wins.
after winning the chip.
That was bad.
2 wins.
You didn't have your first one until like week 9 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Who'd you beat? Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter right now.
And I didn't get my first loss till like week 9 or 10.
Yeah, cruising.
I went 1-3 to start the year and finished 10-4.
Yeah.
Turned it around. Yeah.
That's how every September starts out for me.
So you're the brilliant
Oh.
Now,
fantasy.
if I start out 4-0 this year, I'm gonna be nervous.
Yeah, because it's like the roller coaster. There's gonna be a slump. You just don't want your slumps to be in late November, early December. Because
What killed me is I had a bunch of rookie running backs and they were all balling and then they all got hurt.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, rookie
That
running
was
backs
it.
are tough to target.
What killed me was week 2 when Joe Burrow went down. That was.
And then didn't like a
In
week
that
later,
moment, I
Jaden
was like,
Daniels
yo.
go down.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, my season's about to be over in this September. Yo,
Remember
I
him-
am the defending
remember me and you looking at the
champion.
screen?
Oh, when I saw Burrow sitting on his ass,
And I was just looking at him. He was
I
like,
turned.
yo, remember his exact words were, get up. He didn't say nothing else but get up.
I knew what it meant. I knew what I had. I had Danny Dimes in the bench. You know,
Wasn't a
I had
bad
him
plug-in.
marinating. It wasn't, but I needed to plug in another quarterback.
Brian
And it
Thomas.
wasn't a bad plug-in until it was, because then he tore some shit.
That BTJ
Yeah, then he went
didn't do
down.
nothing for you. He was a high pick for you.
I fell for that lure. I'm
T.
a victim.
Higgins didn't do
I'm a
shit for
victim
you.
of that. Yeah,
Your first
I know.
6 picks, you didn't get shit
I
from.
know.
Mine's Jonathan Taylor.
they all sold. JT was my guy. He was like,
Meanwhile,
listen.
my first 2 picks helped me win.
I was like,
Bijan and Henry were my first 2 picks in that league.
My first 2
That's
picks got me
nice.
to the chip.
you went old school running
Jamar
back,
Chase
running
and
back.
Puka Nacua.
You went
I
old
just played
school
the
running
board,
back,
though,
running
man.
back.
That's exactly
and-
what I did last year on the money, dude.
'Cause-
I'm looking at what was there, and I'm like, I think I'd rather have Henry over everything else. Because
That-
I knew Bijan was like a no-brainer, but Henry in the second was just like, everybody, we get that thing in the back of your mind where it's like, is this the year where he actually starts to decline? And I was like, fuck it, he's the best available. I'm going for it.
And he literally
I
was.
should have took Bijan
League
number 1
winner.
overall.
League winner.
Derrick Henry is still a league winner.
Yeah, I don't care
Right
what nobody
now,
says,
dog.
bro. I don't care
I
when
remember
the
there were
decline comes. I'm
moments-
drafting him again this year.
It doesn't matter. He's giving you
There were moments.
everything.
Yeah.
Like you can respect his decline.
Yes.
You can't be mad at it because he will take you to the promised
Yep.
land.
There were moments where I thought about drafting Gibbs at 1 overall, but I was like, I cowered to the scrutiny, and I
Afraid of the
should've-
murmurs?
Yep, and I should have just stuck with it because look at the year Gibbs had.
Well,
He had a great year, but he
pick.
wouldn't have helped you in the championship game. So it doesn't
It'd have been just
matter.
like my rookie,
It would have hurt
rookie
more.
running backs.
I don't.
Yeah,
You might not have made it to the championship if you drafted Gibbs because you would have
Honestly,
you
yeah.
would have had to survive week 15, and that's where he took his first shit.
Against the Steelers.
Like
What was it?
You-
12, 15 carries for
Something
like
that. I don't
13
know.
yards?
you might not have made it.
I'm
to
looking
Yeah,
at the
like
Steelers,
3
I'm
points,
like,
3 points
Oh, it's
off
about
stuff.
y'all want to stop the run when I need to run the go.
Right.
'Cause I know a lot of teams that had Gibbs on their roster. They stopped talking after week 15. Like they just were not in the
Radio
conversation.
silent.
Like because he's Jameer Gibbs. You
I
know?
Jameer Gibbs stock everywhere, pretty much.
Yes.
I had him
Elite
in, I
Eight.
had him in 2 leagues, I think.
Elite 8, DOA, True Legends. I won in spite of him in True Legends.
Yeah, I had him in Netta's league
Yeah.
and some other league that I was in.
Yeah,
In neither league I made the playoffs.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Well,
I
made
draft
it
him
in
again.
Netta's league, just
I don't
lost
give a
the
shit.
The True Legends team was loaded though. That was
Matt Stafford.
a loaded team. It was a
I
loaded
had
team.
Dak too. Didn't know I didn't have Dak.
Not surprising. Your beloved Matt and Dak.
Because
Sweet Prince.
I had Baker. I had Baker and Matt because Nick told Dak. Nick took Dak.
Guy that we're gonna
Dude,
be.
no matter what people say about Dak
guy we're gonna be
Prescott,
talking about
the
tonight.
dude's good for 45. If he's healthy, he's good for
Yeah, I was
4,500
telling that
yards,
to Pablo and Jason. today.
35 touchdowns every year,
Yeah,
He's fantasy gold.
and another
Yeah,
5
yeah.
touchdowns on the ground.
right.
You're looking at a guy that's going to give you 35 to 40 total touchdowns every single year in fantasy with 4,000 plus yards. And not to mention, he really doesn't throw interceptions like
Yeah.
that.
I think Jason.
think
I
his career
could be
high is like
mistaken, but I
10
could
or
have sworn
12.
Jason said that he'd rather have Jalen Hurts than Dak. I was like, yeah, you're bugging, bro.
I've said this on this
Dak
podcast
bugging,
before.
bugging.
If Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, they would have 2 Super Bowls right now.
Yeah.
They would have beaten the Chiefs.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
Twice.
It's not in my mind. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Maybe they would have gone a third time.
Yes. Yeah. As
I
much as
think
it's
we give
disgusting
him
to say
shit.
that out loud, yes.
We all give him shit on this side of the country because he's the Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
Right.
If he wasn't the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, there's a lot of people in this world that will be singing his praises.
Yeah.
If he was playing for Tampa,
yeah.
if he was playing for Arizona or Seattle,
if I was just a football
like
head and didn't do fantasy football, I'd hate him more. But I got a lot more respect for Dak because I do fantasy football and I depend on guys who play like he does. So,
bro, he's gone through receivers.
Yes.
The CeeDee Lambs, the Dez Bryants, the George Pickens. He made Michael Gallup an 1,100 plus receiving.
I thought Gallup was
Think
gonna
about
be the
that,
truth, bro. I mean, injuries kind of deterred his career, but I thought Gallup was the truth. And
no matter what
Dak,
people say,
Dak was making it happen.
Dak puts numbers up. Last year's Dallas Cowboys problems weren't attributed to the offense.
Not at all.
The offense was putting up 28 to 30 points a game.
Yeah.
The defense was giving up 30 to 35 a game.
Yeah,
so how can you win?
It's a top 3 wide receiver duo.
Yeah.
Yes, they're top 3.
They might be the
top
best
3
wide receiver duo in the NFL.
And
Arguably,
year,
like, yo, I know
Javonte Williams had his best year of his career with the Dallas Cowboys.
Now the question is, can he do it? Like, I'll be real, can he do it again? I also think Dallas is going to sign a veteran running back because a lot of these running backs in training camp, these vets, they're going to get cut.
Yes.
They're absolutely going to get cut.
Yes, 100%.
And one of them is going to wind up in Dallas, and you know what? You won't have to use Javonte Williams as much.
Right.
You know, you get a guy like James Conner, I can see getting cut.
No.
And I can see it. And I can see them running with Algier and Love and
If
Connor
gets cut, Alexi's going to go bananas.
Trey Benson.
He's already hurt.
Ah.
Yeah, he's already dealing with shit.
It's early.
Yeah, he can't. The kid can't stay healthy.
There's going to be running backs out there that I think are going to, and then, it can make it, you're just going to limit opportunities. But Dallas's offense, I mean, I'm not going to continually talk about the East because we're here to talk about the South. But
yeah,
I think
you like Dallas. That's all right.
I'm not a Dallas fan. I like Dak Prescott.
Oh, we talk about your team.
We talk about anything.
Give me time.
You want a second favorite team? It's anybody that number 9 in Los Angeles plays for. We all know how I always rooted for wherever he was at.
Stafford, yeah.
The line, I was always putting the Lions over.
You've been talking highly of the Lions for 10 years. You have been.
Stafford is the man.
Whenever there's any Cowboys bashing going on, you take the other side on it. You're like, well, let's look at this perspective.
You know what it is? I hate Eagle fans now. And I never did.
It only took him his whole life.
There it is. Is that what it is?
You know what it was? Like, I was so happy for them. So many of my friends, my godfather's an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of them, they're humble. My godfather was a humble man. He was happy as hell to see him win their first title fold.
My grandfather.
Raymar was excited to see Danny was excited. They were humble. Those are humble Eagle fans.
Yes.
But then I got to deal with these obnoxious Eagle fans now. Because they've won 2 championships this turn of the century, they think they know it all now, and their team is
they're a dynasty.
They're not a dynasty.
They think they've been at the table this whole time.
Like, I can't deal with them. Act like you've been there before.
They're not a dynasty.
So you know what? Every chance I get to watch them sad, I'm gonna watch them sad.
You know what the Eagles fans are?
I love, like, Thanksgiving Day. I hope Dallas puts it on them.
Me too.
So all of them, while they're eating their turkey, their arroz con habichuelas and all that, and they just got the tear in their eye, or they're just mad. The whole and the majority.
I hope they don't enjoy their Thanksgiving.
And the majority of them.
That's what I hope.
I'm most likely
to cancel Thanksgiving for Eagles fans.
Yes.
I'm most likely going to have off Black Friday, so I'm not going to get to see what they look like.
You better be there, damn it.
I'm not going to get to see what they look like after they're sad and depressed and moan and groan. But you know what? Oscar might make an appearance before that 3:00 Black Friday game with the Steelers just to ask them how they're feeling. If they got the turkey blues.
I hope so.
The turkey blues. Yes.
I cannot wait.
There it is.
I can't.
That's
wait.
why.
You got to put that on a shirt. The Turkey Blues.
You know what the Eagles fans remind me of? Being Super Bowl champions
God,
and
here we
whatnot. It's like being at
Look
this
what I started.
nice fancy restaurant, and there's like cool soft music in the background, and everybody's being sophisticated. And then I know you hear like skirts, the plate scratching with the knives, and that's Eagles fans at the nice fancy restaurant causing a freaking ruckus.
Just scream.
Yeah, like, oh, can you get another plate over here? Like, bro, relax.
Dirty
They're
Relax.
They're drinking milkshakes, making a sound at the end, like there's more left.
Oh man, fucking Eagles
The
fans! I
fact,
tell
that,
you,
the fact that you would take the Cowboys over the Eagles and add that matchup says everything about what that rivalry is for you inside of that division. Who you hate the most?
oh, it's a
I
special,
knew a guy.
special place in my heart reserved,
It is
and it's
I
the
knew a
darkest
guy
place of my heart.
remarkable.
that hated Dallas so much. He's an
Remarkable.
Eagles fan. He would say, I would go, this is back when there was only 16 games. I'd go 2-14 every year as long as those 2 wins are against Dallas. That's hate, bro.
Hey man, it is what it is,
real.
man.
Like if the
Raw.
Steelers have to have a losing season, bro, just beat
Raw.
Baltimore twice just so I can see them sad.
It's very humbling. Like tonight, we're discussing the South. It's very
We're doing-
humbling to go on here and to prop up some of the teams that I have hated for 20
Bro,
years.
we got to prop up a division that's
like-
not exciting. I'm sorry to say that.
Don't be.
I
Like
mean,
my
I think,
division,
that's
the only
life.
thing exciting is you're going to watch people like,
I
and
think
get
the
hit,
AFC
you know,
South will be more entertaining than it has been in the last few years.
Well, the AFC South produced 2 playoff teams.
it did.
Right.
So and
It's-
the Colts were on that
They were
path, and
7-0.
then
Yeah.
just so
They
there
were
was
They took a big
seven-
nosedive. They took a
more.
big
There was more winning.
7-0 and finished the year 8-9.
There was more winning
Jesus.
going on in the AFC South than people
You
thought.
know who
there
gave
was
them their
gonna
first
be.
loss last regular season?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Another
was
good
there.
another good regular season team
I was there.
that doesn't win playoff games.
I was there though.
But
I seen it happen.
but
I was-
it's an interesting outlier because look at the matchup
I
with the
missed the
Lions
funeral
and the
by 5
Steelers.
minutes.
Look at the Lions and Steelers Week 15 matchup. Like people were thinking to themselves, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go crazy, but he didn't.
Right.
Like they get in the way of shit like that. Like that's what the Steelers do. They just
Right.
get in the way. Whenever you think they're going to lose, they win. Whenever they just fucking
When they're high and mighty
they
and
just shit the bed. They can't. They play down to the competition.
yes, they do.
But it's like
Hopefully it changes this year.
Dude, that's been their MO for years.
Well, we got a new coach.
Oscar, nothing changes with you guys.
We don't
I
know.
don't get it.
We
We,
haven't-
we don't know. You should know more than anybody.
I know.
You were the one screaming the loudest.
They already did something I didn't think they would do. They hired an old man to be a coach, a 62-year-old man to be a coach, and they hired an offensive coach.
He
they
looks so
went-
happy to be out there.
He
He,
did.
He
looks
looks
so happy.
exactly. You know,
Hair
I'm happy
brushed to the
for him.
side.
I'm happy for him. You know
Got the
why?
comb over.
I was born in Pittsburgh.
He was born.
There he goes, bro. There he is, just fired up,
It's
bro.
the job you always wanted, and you can do it now. And now maybe he's going to put that extra effort into it. I'm not saying we're winning a championship this year, but dare I say maybe a playoff win is possible.
But this is his first shot besides Dallas, though.
But
like,
he
so
doesn't
you know
got to
he's
worry
like-
about an owner like this. So who are you playing this week? Mike, what plays are you running? He don't got to worry about that.
No, not at all.
He knows he could have a bad year and he's not getting fired.
Right. Right.
Yeah, 10 bad years.
Yeah.
And you're not getting fired.
I could have 10 bad
Listen,
years.
as long as he's above 500, he's A-okay.
I
Just
will
win
say
regular
this.
season games.
Yes.
Just be
I
a
will
good
say
regular
this.
season team.
I know it's only a week of training camp, but Drew Aller's throwing motion and the way he stands in the pocket and the way he's been throwing is completely freaking different.
Kid looks good.
Completely different. Go turn on
Looks
a Penn
good.
State tape
I seen
and
it.
you go watch what he looks
They're
like
excited.
now.
I seen it.
I
seen
seen
it.
that
They're
shit and I went like
excited.
this. I had my phone like this. I went,
They're excited.
That's different.
He's taking-
yeah, because dude, we live out here. We seen Penn State
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
We watched Drew Aller play. Bitch, I know how you throw. That shit was ugly. He looked like a professional motion, and I'm like,
Something's
And
working.
he's in a great situation where if Rodgers
he doesn't
can
have to
just stay,
sit.
yeah,
He doesn't have to play.
if Rodgers just
Just
has to
sit
stay
there.
healthy. That's it. And even if he
Could
doesn't,
you imagine? I've been screaming for years, Lenore Sellers, and Drew freaking Aller is the answer. and you don't have to waste a high draft pick on a quarterback next year,
Right.
and you can,
Pittsburgh always trying to save.
Yeah.
Never trying to spend, bro. Except if it's DK
And here's
Metcalf.
the problem. Well, it's not a problem because guess what? If he does take steps, it's not like the team's going to be devoid of talent on the skill position players.
Right.
Metcalf, Pittman, Roman Wilson is starting to look like a superstar in camp.
I mean, it's camp, but yeah, he looks good.
He never looked like that in the last 2 years. I could tell you because I've been
following. Man. Year 3.
Pat Fryermuth, we know what Pat Fryermuth is.
Yeah, he just needs to get utilized.
And he tried to be so politically correct, not like Aaron was on his interview. They were asking, so Pat McAfee goes, so this offense, man, how's it feel? Does it feel like you got a real offense? And he's like, come on, Pat. He's like, because he knows, like, dude, I've had Matt Canada. I've had Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith didn't think I was good. He's got his boy Jonnu out here who can't run for shit anymore. He goes, so then the one dude, so how do you feel? Like, does it feel like when you were here, like when Ben was here, when Seven was here? He goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to be included in a lot. He's breaking down details of what he wants to see. He goes, I never had that before. That's embarrassing, bro. That is embarrassing. How is he now in year 5?
Right.
Getting an actual, come on, dude. Nothing, I'll always appreciate Mike Tomlin, but it was time.
I agree.
But it's football shorts. We're all excited about what we're seeing. Look,
exactly.
Meanwhile, the Giants are telling us that Malik Neighbors, October. I'm watching this guy run routes in practice. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That guy looks healthier than Brandon Ayuk.
The problem for
Brandon Ayuk hasn't played in 2 years.
The problem with football addicts like we are is that this morsel of training camp is all we have, and the footage is out there. The footage is being leaked on the internet, so everything gets magnified right now. No matter what it is, it's
Who
like
has Drew Aller and Kingpins.
It's
Alexi.
like
that's
don't
like prime tea from
don't
food from
take
a tiger's mouth.
Don't take anything too far as what you see in training camp unless it's something that you already thought in your mind. That's basically what it is. If you see it play out, you say to yourself, I'm a genius.
Like Roman Wilson.
This is just what I thought it was going to be.
They're talking about, like, I was listening to Pittsburgh radio. The dude's like, I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, we're raving about Roman Wilson, but it's not like Jeremy Bernard's doing bad. Like, Jeremy's doing really good. He's at Aaron Rodgers' hip every time he's not, like, and he's
he needs to be because Aaron Rodgers wants to release the ball in 2 seconds. So
yes,
whoever's close by, it's going to be a lot of yak.
Offensive line looks good.
It's going to be a whole lot of yak.
Broderick Jones is starting to look healthy again. Like, I'm excited.
I
don't know if it's a title, but
it's
a division crown.
It's not a title. You haven't won a playoff game in 17 years. How long has it been?
I'm going to double down on it. You know what?
It's not a title.
You know what? When I get paid Friday, $25 is going to the account, and I'm dropping $25 for the Steelers win the division. AFC North.
Okay, tough guy.
I'm not scared.
Guy. You better be scared. You know who's coming?
Don't do it.
You know who's coming?
The brilliant
Bengals.
The brilliant Bengals.
Yeah. That's what he does. That's what he does. You're gonna be
play the whole
mad. You're gonna be
Joe gonna actually play the whole
mad. He might. I don't know.
So cool, man.
I don't know.
Cool.
He might.
No. Who's throwing the football for Cleveland?
He might.
Who's throwing the football?
We're not worried about. None of us are gonna sit here and boost Cleveland up. So if you're waiting for that,
and Lamar,
if you're waiting for that, you can go ahead.
Well, Lamar's not gonna have enough down here. I can tell you that.
Lamar didn't miss the kick to eliminate you guys.
Right.
That was Tyler. That was Tyler.
And just like he lost in Baltimore a couple weeks prior.
Yeah, and then you lost to a CJ Stroud that had 10 turnovers.
Come on.
He had 10 turnovers in the playoffs, and you
We're not
lost
talking
to him.
about the past no more.
All right, okay.
You lost to that regular ass kid who walked into his freaking
with a fucking book bag on
and chubby cheeks, looking like a damn chipmunk.
What happened?
I don't know. He cut his hair off and lost all his aura, bro.
If I was his OC, I'd be like, "Yo, you good?
We all right here, man?"
Good?
He just cut his hair, right?
Like,
yes. Yeah.
You good? Why are you smiling at the camera like that, bro? Like,
which one are we going to talk about first, the AFC or the NFC South?
I was ready to talk about the NFC because
you know what? Let's get that out of the way.
Let's do that.
Let's get that out of the way.
So
it's an interesting conversation, even though I feel like overall as a division, it might end up being the worst division in football. But it's an interesting conversation because there's a lot of little outliers where going into next year, you could say to yourself, okay, they're on the up and up. I feel like this division is not that much different than last year. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
Like, I feel like I'm talking about the same exact
my
players.
record's what we're talking about
last
year. I
year.
do agree.
Talking about last year, The division winner was the Carolina Panthers at 8-9.
So weird.
Insane.
Second place,
So weird.
Can we just stop there? That's insane. That right there, just let that sit for a moment. 8-9,
Let it marinate.
winning the division, and you were tied because the Falcons had the same division as them, but they were in third.
and the Bucks were. So you had 3 teams at 8-9. The Panthers, the Bucks, Atlanta. Panthers had the tiebreakers.
Falcons beat the Rams.
And the Saints were 6-11, and I don't think the division standings are really going to change as much.
No?
I still,
What
here's my
feeling here?
here is
What are you
my
feeling?
thesis
All right. Here we go.
on the NFC South. The Bucks were battered and bruised and lost the South to a spry Panthers team. Evans is gone.
Spry is crazy.
Baker and Vita Vea are not happy. It also seems like Todd Bowles may be on the hot seat. Bryce Young again took steps, but now it's year 4, and we need to see a superstar Bryce. The defense will carry, but I do expect the offense to even out the output for the defense. The Falcons are a wild card. If Tua balls out, which we have seen before in Miami, those first 2 seasons with Mike McDaniels,
Right.
He was incredible. I won't lie. Bijan will be the focal point. And the Saints are clearly rebuilding, but have pieces in place. And I think this time next year, we'll be putting over the Saints. If Shaw takes that step and the rest of his offense starts to click, I think this time next year, we're going to give the Saints a push. We're going to give them a good push.
I agree.
So, overall, I have the Panthers at 10-7, Falcons and Bucks at 9-8, and the Saints winning 2 extra games from last year and finishing 8-9.
So you 10-7.
I think the Saints are going to be a nice, exciting team to watch,
8-9.
especially if Tyler Shaw picks up from last year.
So you have most of the division with winning records.
Yeah.
And it all coming down to that one game.
Yep, it's going to come down like this. And listen, I'm not sold on a 10-7 Panthers record. I'm being generous because they could probably win this division. You know what? We could have all 3 teams again at a same record of 9-8, and it play out exactly how it did last season. I do think Bryce has got weapons. Like, any news on Coker? I mean, not Coker. Leggett. Somebody said that he went down and had to get helped out.
Coker stock is up. That's the news on him. His stock is way up.
Yeah, so
all the way up to the top.
So I don't know what's up
wide
with
receiver 2 target.
Xavier Leggett, who was a
That's
second-round
the
wide
update,
receiver.
baby.
We still haven't seen nothing.
Don't worry, I'm on it. I know.
I traded for him.
I know.
I'm keeping
I
my
know.
tabs.
Is Jonathan Brooks going to be able to finally play football this year?
Well, that's the hope across the fantasy landscape.
There's a lot of
Because
hype
Chuba
around.
Hubbard
is
can
the
do
guy.
some. Is Chuba Hubbard a
right.
1,000-yard rusher? Yeah, but is Chuba Hubbard
Reliable.
I'm not saying in the echelons of Bijan Robinson, but is he in the echelons of?
Chuba Hubbard got his job because other guys were hurt.
Yeah.
And he took advantage of the situation, and now the competition is healthy.
Are they going to regret letting Rico Dotto leave?
As long as Jonathan Brooks plays well, I don't see why they would.
And I think Tet's going to be a superstar wide receiver in this league.
I mean, I guess he did not put up superstar numbers last year. I
Well,
can tell you
look,
that.
He did not.
That offense. Look at the offense, though. We still struggle at points.
Yeah, but it's the same offense.
And he had
Same.
no.
What did they change?
listen,
Yeah, well, what's changed about this offense that makes him a
they're
superstar?
not
A
healthy.
rookie
They
wide
lost wide
receiver
receivers.
came into the league with a guy who still has issues at quarterback and still put up 1,000 yards.
They still have issues at quarterback.
Stephon
They're
Diggs
not
put up
sold on
1,000
him.
yards. It's not hard, when it's a
He
pass
was in a
happy
better
league.
system.
If you're a wide receiver 1, you better put
Yeah,
up 1,000 yards.
But him and Stephon Diggs put up the same fantasy points is what I'm saying. Like, they didn't have great years.
And I think he's going to have a better year this year.
We'll see.
Stop hating on the guy, bro.
it would behoove you if he
Hey,
did.
that guy fucked me over
Yeah.
a couple of times last year, so I'll hate as much as I want. Okay.
And you mentioned something.
What about Trayvon Henderson? How do you feel about him?
Oh,
I think he's the guy.
Yeah.
Is he a
What's any
superstar?
different from what I just said?
I'm not calling him a superstar. There's
He's
a big difference. I think.
Henderson's on his team. McMillan's on your team. You got to big up your guys because that's the investment that you've made.
That's the difference.
But
He's got one. You've got
I'm-
the other.
I
I'm
will
better
say
enough
this,
to say that he's not a superstar though.
Could the Falcons actually be really good next year if Tua plays well?
This year, yeah.
Miami, like I'm talking about 2021 Tua before the gang signs went up, and then the second year where he put up numbers those first couple of years.
I think they
He's got
I think it can happen for Atlanta this year.
He shouldn't be losing the job at training camp to a Michael Penix.
he's not
shouldn't.
though.
I mean, Penix
he's
is still nursing
hurt right
the
They're
now.
ACL.
both hurt,
but-
so they're both losing. Right now, it's that Strand kid that is potentially going to be the projected starter if either one of them can be able to go. But Tua should not be losing.
And what's going to help
Just
Tua
like
is gonna
Kyler
be-
Murray should not be losing to 9, Tua should not be losing to Penix.
Well,
As far
Kyler
as the
Murray, from what
starting
I've
role.
seen, has been looking all right.
Yeah. No,
The
yeah.
night and day, like Jetta's out there looking like Jetta again. in
Is there a new
practice.
Call of Duty coming out soon? Or?
Let's
I mean,
hope
there's
not.
always a Call of Duty
Okay.
coming out. So
Let's hope it's a clause in his
I'll give you
contract.
my
He's locked
records though,
in.
real quick, because I agree on what we're saying about this division. My records actually really don't reflect that, but I'll kind of explain it real quick. I got Atlanta at 11-6, the Bucks at 9-8, and both the Panthers and Saints at 5-12. But I think they both can finish with the same record, whether it be 5-12, whether it be 8-9, 6-11. Like I think they can both finish with that same record. Or like you guys were, or like you were just saying, like it can be where they're all, or 3 of them are at 9-8, and we're just looking at the same thing we saw last year. But this division is by far the toughest division to try and predict because these teams are so,
It's messy, man.
it's messy. They're erratic. Like one week they look great, the next week they
Well, a lot
don't.
of the Bucks, Baker was hurt, Evans got hurt.
Yeah,
Gallup was
I mean,
hurt.
so health was an
A
issue
lot-
for him
it was
last year,
health
but
was
this
what-
year they're coming in with more
If
issues
they're-
where Evans isn't there. Like you just said, Vea, and
Baker,
Baker
like the
not
off-field
track.
shit's gonna factor
It
into the
should.
on-field.
It
I don't
should.
care what anybody
Yeah,
says.
I mean Baker. I think Baker's mature enough at this point in his life to try and not let it
Yeah,
affect
I don't
his
think
play.
it's gonna bother Baker,
But
but Vita Vea is gonna find a way to get out of
This is
town.
their last.
And
this is their last
my part
stand
is
right
who's
here.
gonna
This
give
group.
up the picks to go get him.
This is their last
I
stand.
mean he's older, man. Vita Vea is 31. I think he's 30, turning 32. Either
You
at the end
can't
of this
sit
year
there
or
and
during
give
this
up
year.
first-round picks for him.
No, I mean somebody might, but I don't think you should.
If it is, it's a contender that doesn't care about picks.
Right.
Only thing I
The
can think
Rams.
of. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to trade him to Philly.
Seems better now.
They ain't trading him to Philly. They're not trading him in division. I would see them putting him. Baltimore.
And Hendricks is looking mighty slow out there.
He does.
He looks mighty slow.
Listen, karma's ugly, bro. Karma will
Yeah.
come back and get you.
Yep, they shouldn't have backed out, man.
How do you feel about Tua in Atlanta?
It can work, man. I think Tua can work.
Because obviously it's going to work. You put him at 11-6.
Yeah. So again, when I was doing these records, I was literally just looking at the schedule and just kind of just being like, win, loss, win, loss. And I think Atlanta has better talent compared to some of the teams that they're playing. And then I factored in when they were playing some of these
Low
teams.
power mode.
I have them sweeping most of their division rivals. I think I have them splitting with the Saints and the Bucks. I have them sweeping the Panthers. So, but the Saints are going to be super surprising. But Tua, I think as long as Tua stays healthy, I think he can find a way to make it work. He's going to be a dump down machine to Bijan. They're talking about having Bijan working wide receiver 1 role this year, giving Tua just another option out there to throw it to. So I don't know. I think he'll find a way.
These
to
are
make it
pretty
work.
good skill sets for him, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he got Tyreek Hill in the back end of his career. He really didn't for whatever reason, he didn't connect with Waddle the way most people thought he would. And Waddle ended up getting
Part of
banged
that
up
is
a couple
Waddle's
of times
fault.
too.
Yeah, part
Yeah.
of that's on Waddle.
Yeah, it is.
Him not his availability.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. Best ability,
Being
best
your
ability is
best,
always
yeah,
availability.
and him not being there.
He
just-
should put up numbers with Denver
But
if he's
yeah,
healthy.
if as long as he's healthy, I think it's going to open up a lot of things, not just for Waddle, but for everybody in Denver. But yeah, man, I think Tua is going to be fine. 11 games, I think, is on the table for this team this year for sure.
So what's your records again?
11-6 for the Falcons, 9-8 for the Bucks, 5-12 for both the Panthers and the Saints.
Okay. All right.
But the Saints could be surprising, man. Like I think 7 to 8 games is definitely possible for both teams. It's possible. But again, looking at the teams they have to play up against and comparing the talent, I just think that it might be a little bit hard for them to get past 5 games.
Your 11-win season for Atlanta based on Tua taking over the job and just staying healthy.
And staying healthy, yeah.
Because there's a lot of
he has the talent around him to make it work.
But you can say it about the whole this division is full of what ifs because of the fact that
and that's why it's so hard to even try to make these predictions.
nobody separated themselves from anybody else. We
Yes.
just saw the Panthers win it last year.
Right.
And a lot of us probably had the Panthers on the back burner in that division at the start when we were doing these predictions last season. Like we didn't expect for them to be
willing to really put
8 and
them up
9.
there.
Don't win championships,
No.
but they gave them the
division.
playoff game at home
at
in
least
front of their fans.
yes.
It gave them more opportunity to create revenue and have a game at home,
Right, since Cam Newton days.
a tight game at that.
Yes.
Like where you were like, oh shit, like
Panthers
like are they about to do this?
Yes.
Like
they went toe to toe with the Rams.
that's one thing, they turned up when it mattered.
Yeah.
They
And
definitely turned up
he
when it
looked
mattered.
like a
That's good
legitimate
experience for Bryce Young.
He looked like a legitimate bona fide quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, not
He looked poised. He looked like he was making the right reads.
had a big game in that game too.
I mean, as long as they can just bring that over into this year, can they win more than 5 games? 100%. As long as these guys stay calm, do their jobs, that's it. That's all they got to do is stay calm and do their jobs, man. They can win more than 5 games, but they're just a little bereft of talent. That's all. Just a little bit.
So, okay. NFC South. North might be next week. So the NFC South, Oscar brought up something earlier. He mentioned something that I wasn't able to piggyback off of, but the fact that Todd Bowles is in the hot seat. This is a football team that, with Tom Brady a couple years back, just won the Super Bowl. You have a championship in recent history under your belt. And now to be competing in a division where all it takes is 9 wins for you to win the division and you can't get to that number, it makes sense why you're on the hot seat. It's the most winnable division in football.
Yes.
And still going into 2026, I feel like it's still the most winnable division in football, where I feel like a 9-8 record. Hell, we saw 8 and 9 win it. 9-8 to me could potentially be the ceiling for this division.
Yeah.
Because of all of the question marks all the questions that never actually got answered over the offseason for any of these teams.
Right.
In reality, Tyler Shuck is no different than a BTJ, Marvin Harrison, where it's like, you gave us one good year. Can you do it again? A Carolina Panthers team that has not said anything that makes you believe that they are sold on Bryce Young being their quarterback.
Which, again, judging by what we just said about them and how they looked in that playoff game, it's kind of weird how they don't want to commit to it.
This is after the fact. They're
Yeah.
still.
I kind of understand. I do. Maybe you just
I understand
need to
it to the point because the brass that's there didn't draft him, so it's not their
Because
guy.
him and Stroud are due to get paid at the same time.
Yes.
That time is coming.
Yes.
We know what the Texans are going to do. Carolina might not be willing to do that same thing.
Well, they're a small market team, number one. And number two, they didn't draft the kid. So they're not
It's a
there's
really different
no
coaching staff.
obligation to really
He's not
try and-
our guy.
right.
To
really try and keep him. But as long
They
as
did exercise his 5th-year option.
for Bryce Young,
Yes.
good. No, that's good. That's good for him. So at
That's
least he
good
gets
for them too, because let me see what you're doing
Yes.
again.
Yeah. So exactly what I wanted the Giants to do with Danny, honestly. The Giants pick up Danny's 5th-year option, and he's not getting paid an obscene amount of money, and that conversation never has to happen.
He's getting paid now. That's for sure.
Good for him.
But he's getting
He told
paid.
the Colts, "Here's my balls, answer the call."
Undeniable. He's getting paid
So
now.
last year, Stroud played 16 games, threw for 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Stroud or Bryce Young?
I mean, not Stroud, Bryce Young. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I
I was
apologize.
gonna say, I thought Bryce Stroud.
And- Where's his rushing stats? Because he does run. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns to go with 54 attempts for 216 yards. Now, You know what they do have here that I want to look at? And we could talk because we just mentioned it. The playoff performance.
They lost by like 3 points.
So
It was a
he
good
was
game.
21 of 40, only
It was a good
52%,
game.
but he had 254 yards, a touchdown, and 1 pick.
They
And
made it
he
interesting.
also ran in that game for, I think he ran for a touchdown in that game.
Why the did Dylan Brooks just get paid? What the
Yeah, I
hell?
saw that.
Suns just paid his ass $73 million.
What the hell is happening right now?
That's Phoenix. So
Disgusting.
here's my standings for the NFC South for this year. For my division champion, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With everything going on, all the what ifs, Baker's last year, it's still a year of him being the starting quarterback for this team. And as long as he's upright with Ibuka, with Bucky, with Godwin, with everything, all the weapons they have on offense and a defense that I think is going to be pretty good, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this division with a record of 9-8. Ugly, murky, sloppy. Some weeks you're going to say to yourself, like, how? They're gonna mess around and lose to some of the teams in this division because for some reason the Bucs and the Saints, whenever they play each other, they get weird, they get wonky.
Right.
So I got the Bucs at 9-8, winning the division, followed by the New Orleans Saints at 8-9. Tyler Shuck, they're fun to watch. You got Etienne, who we haven't even mentioned this entire time, and the role that he's going to play in the situation with New Orleans. A quarterback that is not afraid to throw the ball. A wide receiver core that is going to, as long as they're healthy, be able to get the football. And a team in the Saints that I feel like I don't know if they're completely sold on Tyler Shuck either. Just because they told us he's going to be the starting quarterback entering this year, they told us the same thing about Spencer Rattler last year. I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility that Tyler Shuck potentially gets benched this year if his performance isn't up to par.
For Rattler?
Yeah, just go back. Why not? They
He was
have him on the roster. It cost them
rookie of
nothing.
the year.
They're paying nothing for. This is a team that is predominantly in debt. It costs them nothing to be able to pull an old switcheroo, and this kid
back
can't.
To the guy that I don't know.
I don't think so.
You're gonna do more damage to both those guys at the end of the day.
I think Tyler Shuck.
They're not above the realm of doing damage to quarterbacks.
I mean,
what quarterback have they protected lately?
I mean, not that they're above.
Who have they protected lately? What have they done since Drew Brees?
No, it's not that they're above it. I just, I don't know. That just doesn't make sense.
I'd like for him to. It would behoove for him to do well because I have him in Dynasty. But I'm saying, like, you still have to produce at that level. Like, you still have to show. And with the wide receiving core that he has, I mean, the weapons are there for you to do it. Like, it's all right there in front of you. It
doesn't necessarily, like, I got him winning 5 games because the defense. Yeah, the defense is bad.
I don't think
their defense has the 4th easiest strength of schedule, whatever that means to you right now. I know that it's August, early August. Things change, but they have
the moment it means nothing.
They have the 4th easiest strength of schedule with a quarterback that definitely likes to chuck the ball and a new piece at the running back position, as well as having Alvin Kamara. You've got Jordan Tyson. Chris Olave, who last year showed you that when he can stay on the field, Buddy can go out there and put up numbers.
I think offensively they're going to be fine.
I've got them.
Do I think there's going to be growing pains for Shuck? Yeah, of course. It's only his second year.
Which is why I have them at 8
his
and
first
9.
full year because
the growing pains.
I'm telling you, this guy may actually be the real deal. I watched a couple games. He was poised. He was calm. He was collected.
He slings it. He slings it. Him throwing the ball is not based on winning or losing.
Missed games, he would have won Rookie of the Year.
He won't be better than Dart.
Who, Shuck?
Yeah.
He has better numbers than Dart. So I don't know as far as who's going to be better.
This is the real life version of the Stayman.
I don't know as far as who's going to be better. But at the end of the day, as far as the rookie quarterbacks of that class, Shuck had the best numbers. Like, period.
By what? By like 300, 400 yards?
Yeah,
like a
that's-
game's worth.
It's a good
He's
amount.
literally at-
That's a good amount. The best ability is availability.
I don't give a shit.
It's not his fault that Dart was in the tent. He was out there for his team.
He's not better than Dart, Elon.
I don't care about that right now. I'm letting you know right now that I feel like Shuck is going to go through some of the same growing pains that our teams are going to have to deal with, which is why I've got them one game out of the division and the easiest division to win, because I don't trust the other side of the football. I think that the Saints offense is going to be good. If Shuck can do what he did last year, their offense is not going to be the problem. Their problem is going to be in the last 2 minutes of the football game.
And I don't
Can
think
you
it
win
will
it?
because
Can
I
you
think-
lose it?
Right.
I think Kellen Moore's a good offensive play caller.
Yes.
He put Shuck in a lot of winnable situations.
Can they? I don't know what their over under is right now
It's just
as far as their
defensively they
futures
can't.
bets are, but like, can you close out some of these football games?
I think they're going to win about 8 games this year.
That's where I have them, 8 and 9.
I think the ceiling's 8, 7. I don't see them winning just
I could
6
see 7,
games.
7 and 10.
I think they're going to lose a lot of games to like down the wire, maybe like a score.
Listen, you can be a fun offense and be 7 and 10.
You could also be a
We've seen
good.
that. Like,
You could be a
we've seen
team that's
that.
8 and 9 because you lost like 4 games by 1 score or less,
Yeah.
which is improvement for a
Walk-offs.
team that just only won 6 games last year.
The Giants looked like a fun offense last year, and we didn't have 2 of our best players. We were winning games more times than not.
You look like a fun offense. Sometimes it was, because who's starting
we were a-
Darius Slayton, and he was out there scoring.
Did I mention Darius?
I'm just saying.
I literally
He was
just said we were missing 2
Best
of our best
ability
players.
is availability,
And we
he
still
was
looked
a
fun.
healthy wide receiver.
And we still
Okay.
looked fun.
Okay.
And we still lost games in the fourth quarter,
Were you-
not because of the offense,
Were
but
you having
because
fun?
of the defense.
Were you having fun?
You know what? Ask Matt that. He can't answer that for you. Ask
I
Matt.
want you to answer me that
No.
question. I want
Ask
you to
Matt.
answer
You
that.
ask Matt. You guys talk a lot, yeah? You guys are chatty patties every
You
day
guys
now.
talk a lot, yeah.
Okay?
No, listen, your games were a lot of fun. I remember specifically the Giants Broncos game where the Broncos came back.
Who didn't come back?
That was
The
fun,
New York
bro.
Giants offense scored 2 more points than the first place Eagles offense.
And they were in last place.
However, they gave up 439 points.
And
It is.
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
You lost like what, 5 games in the last minute?
5 or 6, something like that. Yeah.
That was fun.
It's what you needed, right?
that the Bears. That was the next one. The Broncos and Giants, and then the Giants and Bears game. We had a ball in here. We had an absolute ball. So you know what? You're right. You guys are fun.
Yeah.
Because when
I
you
know
guys
we
are
are.
playing,
It's a great time.
who knows what's gonna happen?
Great fucking time.
Who knows what's gonna happen? Those last 2 minutes are absolutely incredible. But to finish off, to rattle off the standings for the NFC South. So I've got the Bucks at 9-8 winning it. I've got the Saints at 8-9. I've got the Atlanta Falcons at 6-11. You know why? Because I still can't trust the Falcons, and I'm done trying to. I'm done trying to feed them false hope of what they could be.
I don't know.
I need
man.
you to actually be it.
I like the talent.
I
on
need you to
Atlanta
actually
a
go
lot
out there
more
and
than
win.
any other team in this division.
I always like the talent on the Falcons. That's the problem. Every
Oh,
year.
we know.
Every year.
We know one specific player.
The problem with them is they're never lacking talent. The Atlanta Falcons always have talent.
I think their defense will be better this year, although they did just lose one of their best defensive linemen. I have a feeling that the defense will and probably should be better this
Well, they're a stout defense. They have one of the best corners in the game.
year. They got his brother now playing on the other side.
They can keep a game to that 24-17 mark, but it's
Right.
like they need the Falcons to be that team to score those 24.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you just give them a little bit of run support, they're going to get you the ball back. They're going to get the other team to punt because they have the pieces on the defensive side to be able to do that. But you can't live your life like that.
Yeah.
And
It can't
is
just be all Bijan because Bijan's scoring 2 touchdowns,
No.
3 touchdowns a game, and they're still losing by 7.
and it won't be all Bijan because I feel like Tua is actually going to galvanize and energize this offense and be the quarterback that this offense needs. But I still don't think they will be able to win games, even with that transition.
Yeah,
I still don't think that they're going to be able to win games because they're too silly, bro. They're just a silly organization.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
The GM that just got fired, the one that was trying to break down his, trying to talk, like they still have to deal with the ramifications of that.
Right.
It doesn't just go away. You don't
I
just
get it. I get it.
like
I still disagree, but I get it.
they can't win a division where it only takes 9 games to win the division.
Right.
Like, show me you can win those 9 to 10 games because year after year, last year I picked them to win. I had them winning 11 games last year, bro.
Yeah, I did it this year, so I get it.
Like, had you guys winning 11 games, hyping you up, talking you up, buying in. I need them to be able to actually do it. They have the variables to do it. They have the potential quarterback to be able to do it. But I don't think they're a better football team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I really don't. And as far as the Saints, I don't know. I might mess around and the Saints might be able to get more stops than the Falcons defense this year.
I disagreement again, man.
Like,
I don't see. There's nothing about the Saints defense that tells me that they'll be able to do that. There's an old ass Cam Jordan.
hey, I mean, a veteran presence sometimes makes the difference. You don't use ageism. You know, sometimes it's all about being able to make the stops and getting the ball back to a, dare I say, a more potent offense. I think the Saints offense is a little more potent than the Falcons offense. And I like the Falcons offense.
Yeah, I disagree.
Well, like Olave and London are like what? London's.
They're just about.
You know what I mean? They're fair.
If you go position by position, you're taking Chuck over Tua right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably take Tua. I'd probably take Tua.
Oh.
I probably would.
Oh.
I probably would.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Knowing what you know about both guys,
yes,
and the unknown that lies with Shuck, and all the known with Tua,
yes,
you would take Tua over.
Yeah, it's a change of scenery for Tua.
That's the beauty of what we do here, though.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of what this
I agree.
The argument for London and Olave, that can go either way. I get that. I think
London, when healthy, Olave, when healthy, can put up those wide receiver one.
Yeah,
numbers.
he can. They both can. They both have gotten hurt. They both put up wide receiver one numbers. I really love Olave in Ohio State, and I love them coming out of college. I mean,
a lot of us love watching him play in Ohio State.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun watching him play in college. But I'm taking Bijan over Kamara and Etienne every day, any day of the week. So I don't know. I just like the talent better on Atlanta.
I dig it. I mean, it's really a pick 'em when it comes to this division. In last place, I've got the 4-13 Carolina Panthers. I like Bryce Young. Unfortunately, I think I like him more than the organization does. And when you're not their guy, you know, when that shit comes out already, it's like they already have their minds. It's like being in a situation and you're already looking for the next situation.
I hope he makes it hard for them.
I hope he shuts them up.
Yeah,
like
I hope he goes out, throws 4,000, 30 touchdowns.
Because I like Bryce Young. Yeah. I like what he can do. I just don't like his situation.
Yeah, because, you know, like you're saying, I understand. You look at the quarterbacks that are set to come out this year. You got about 6 because they're not going back for another year.
That's another thing we haven't even talked about. The quarterback class of the 2027 draft class throws a wrench into that whole entire situation.
Especially if they do only win 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
And them making the playoffs changes nothing about the narrative around them as far as in-house with that front office.
You still got him on a 5th-year option. He's just what you call a lame duck. He knows he's gone after this year no matter what.
Like, if you've already made up in your mind you're not willing to pay a guy, it doesn't matter what he does this year. It does, but it doesn't. Because he's not.
I mean, it doesn't in the sense that they already picked up the option, so they don't have to go out and offer a contract.
No.
Just make him pay for the $25 million that year.
Right. He does have the option to hold out if he wants to do something like that.
Yeah, but the difference is now, before then, you can hold out, get that money wiped away fine-wise, come play week 1. Now you can just hold in because you're going to lose money and you're going to play week 1 no matter what.
Right.
So even if he did that, it would. If I'm the Panthers, I'm not going to be like the Colts and cower to Daniel Jones like they did Daniel Jones' knees.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Bryce,
I would tell Bryce. I said, Bryce, you played amazing this year. Give me these numbers again and get us to the playoffs again, and I will happily hand you that contract and make you high. I need to see you do it 2 years in a row.
If I'm Bryce,
and that's what the Giants should have done. That's what many teams should have done. Give me that second year.
Based on what I've been reading coming out of their camp, it feels like they just have their eyes set on 2027 without playing out 2026, which I feel like is going to be a detriment to them in a division that is very easy to win. But like I like Bryce. I like what's going on with their offense. Their defense is sneaky good. Their defense was getting all these crazy picks last year, pick sixes. Like, so they can go out there and they can compete.
I've been reading on Twitter there. Some people are expecting J.C. Horn to be like a top 3, top 5 CB this year.
Mm-hmm.
He might already be that.
Yeah, no, he really might be.
They got this guy.
They said they love the way he's looking in camp
that.
right now. They definitely love the way he looks.
They got the guy they signed away from the Eagles. The middle inside linebacker. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Played for Miami.
And it's so shitty because it's like CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's we're gonna talk about that division, but CJ Stroud's gonna get paid by the Texans, and the Panthers aren't gonna do that for Bryce.
So who's handling it better?
And honestly, it's like I don't know which one of them is better at the position.
It's a tough call right now to say which one is better, but I like my argument to not having or not wanting to pay those guys is like, okay, don't pay them. What's the next step? Who's your next guy?
Quarterback.
27 draft class.
Yeah, but what if they're both playoff teams and you're not in the top 10 or in the top 5?
Somebody's going to hand up a
fired. Well, you know,
somebody's going to get a boatload of draft picks because you're going to have to move up.
I don't think the Panthers are.
The Texans already did something
team
like that. Or no, the Chicago traded with them, right? To get how did that work?
The Panthers went up to them.
So the Texans should be good as far as draft picks go.
I do not think the Panthers are a playoff team this year.
Nobody thought that last year, neither.
No, I thought they were up and coming. I thought the way I'm putting them over this year, that's what I thought I was going to be doing, which I am.
Right.
But last year I was talking about them like they were the Saints, like I'm talking about the Saints this year. So who knows? Maybe the Saints, my trajectory of picking teams, maybe it's the Saints that surprise everybody.
And there's no way on God's green earth that I believe that the Texans are going to be in the runnings for one of these top quarterbacks next year.
I don't know.
I don't see it.
They're going to sign him, and let's hope he lives up to the contract. Because if he doesn't live up to the contract, you know who's going to get fired first? The head coach.
And that'll be a shame. That'll be a shame. Because he'll go to an actual really good team and turn that team around.
Because what happens is if C.J. Stroud continues to be just getting them there, winning that opening playoff game, and then losing the next playoff game.
Right.
Honestly, if the Pittsburgh Steelers were a better offense, the Houston Texans were not winning that game. He coughed the ball up 4 times in that game.
Yeah, but they have.
And the Steelers came away with 3 points. I'm sorry, 6 points. Defense, so if the Steelers had a better offense, just a bit better, and beat them, we'd probably be like, I don't know if you give him that contract.
Right.
We would be probably talking more about him like that contract.
A little different, yeah.
But then he goes the following week to New England, lays a badass egg. But he did the same thing in the Steelers game he did in New England the following week. The same exact thing. This time though, New England had a more athletic quarterback who made him pay the price. The worst playoff game for that quarterback was the Super Bowl last year. But like we said, he's probably going to get paid. And like I said, if the trajectory continues to be win the opening round, lose a second round, D'Amico Ryans is going to get fired after 2 years of that. Because then they're going to say, where's the growth for him? That's why we're going to talk about the AFC South now.
But the difference between Stroud and Bryce is the backing of the organization.
Yes. The organization loves Stroud.
Bryce. And Bryce can potentially do more than Stroud can overall with less to work with. Because, I know you're precious Ted McMillan. I get it. He's not Nico Collins.
No, he's not. He's not there.
And having
I think he could be there in a couple of years?
Having the defense that Stroud has. The organization has things in place for you where it's like you don't have to be the best quarterback to be able to be successful here.
Right. They just got to be competent.
So you have the potential to make a lot more money than a Bryce Young.
So you can't fumble the ball 3 times.
Right.
Throw the ball away.
It just sucks because that's not D'Amico's fault, man. would hate
It's
for him
not, but
to-
the head coach will always take the blame. Like that's how it is.
I
No,
know
I
he
know.
sees that shit
I get it.
happen, and I brought this up. Like, that's not D'Amico Ryan's guy.
Yeah.
He's looking at that shit like.
Did you see his face after all those turnovers too? He was just
He
like,
couldn't believe it, dude. He
Putting
was
your
so
defense
angry.
back out there, a very, very
here's
good
the
defense.
thing too. If he were to continue, you know what the hell with it. Last year's AFC South records.
Oh,
The
boy.
Jacksonville Jaguars were 13-4. The
Crazy.
Texans were 12-5.
Crazy.
The Colts were 8-9, and the Titans were 3-14.
Mhm.
Gonna say this division isn't real fun to watch.
I think they will be this year.
Colts went 7-0. They went 1-9 out the rest of the way. DJ getting hurt didn't help the cause. Texas defense had the team thriving while the team's offense continually struggled. Tank Dell has been cleared, but is being brought along very slowly. If the Texans can just get 75% of Dell, it's going to help Nico out immensely and give Stroud more options. And maybe Stroud can return to that rookie form. It's crazy. We're talking about him going back to being a rookie. That's how far back he had
I know,
offensive numbers.
He looks so
It was his one good year.
comfortable back there his rookie year. And now
But
he just
it was his
doesn't-
one
The
good year.
Titans are clearly rebuilding, but may have their quarterback and are building a good foundation. Salah will get the team directed in the right direction because, hey, they're not the Jets. Jags on paper are clearly the best roster on this division. And will Trevor continue to ascend under Liam Cohen, who is an offensive guy? Like he had Baker for that year. He had this guy for a year. It didn't look good at first, but then Trevor Lawrence looked like he finally bought into Cohen's system, and Trevor started looking good. Offense started looking great. Maybe he stopped forcing the ball to BTJ and just started giving the ball to
spreading it around.
Matter of fact, the
Marcus
team started to
Washington.
play better until they traded for Jacoby Myers.
Right. Brenton Strange was hurt at the time, but when he came back, things just started to open up a lot.
Jacoby Myers got them going. Like
Yeah.
became that safety blanket. Jacoby Myers is a very good wide receiver. He's an excellent route runner. Can get separation. And he opened the door, what you thought he was opening the door for BTJ to get back to his form. He didn't get back to his form. What you did was open the door to slot receiver Parker Washington, who started becoming a matchup problem for the rest of the teams that he was playing. And then Brenton Strange turning into a pass-catching threat that we were waiting for.
Right.
Not to mention ETN, who was having a great season last year. Elon's prized possession, Bashel Tutin, just coming on, who's now the number one guy.
It was good to be right about him because everything's just lining up for him.
So
And we were watching Bayshell score last year.
a lot.
He was scoring touchdowns last season.
Once they
before
traded
anybody
this
really
dude
knew.
to the
Yeah,
Eagles,
it was
it just completely opened the door
Clear
for him.
path. And I
And
like
now-
him too. I like Tank.
ETN
I like
is
that.
now gone, and so it's Bashel Tutin's season. I don't know if you saw the interview. He wants 1,500 yards and like 13 touchdowns this year.
Hey,
Those
man,
are his
he's-
individual
he's
goals.
capable of doing.
They're gonna want to run the ball.
And they're going to get play action. They're going to go deep. They're going to they'll open the field. Like I think this team's going to be better this season. And they were 13-4 last year. I don't think they go 13-4 again this year. I do think they still win the division. They win it with an 11-6 record.
11-6.
I got the Texans going 10-7.
What do you
because
think
that's
is
what the
the,
Texans do.
How
They-
far do you think Jacksonville can go this year? Since they're
Jacksonville,
your division winner.
Jacksonville's capable of going to the AFC Championship in my eyes.
I agree. I agree.
They went toe-to-toe with the Bills, and there were some calls
agree.
on the Bills sideline. Yeah, agree. We
Mhm.
watched that
They-
game.
The AFC.
We watched that game, and I
Yeah.
felt like,
The
yo,
AFC
the
ain't.
NFL
It's
felt
not
like
what it used to
Listen,
be.
people were bitching
You know-
about the Patriots Broncos AFC Championship, saying to themselves, "Oh, this team is better than them. This team is." Jacksonville can find themselves. To me, I agree completely with what he just said. As far as like they can be an AFC Championship team.
they can clearly
When
be.
everything is
They
said and
could have
done.
probably went last year had there's some questionable calls by the refs
We watched
that
it.
were against
We
them, and I
watched
was
it.
like,
We watched it.
and
We
I
thought-
just stood quiet.
We thought Jacksonville had them beat.
Yes.
I thought the
It
NFL.
felt
Yeah.
like that.
It
I
felt
thought
like
they
the
did.
NFL was trying to make sure their prize, this is the guy.
Which is honestly pathetic. It's honestly pathetic. Because leading up to that game, all you heard for 2 or 3 weeks, oh, Mahomes is hurt. The The path
This
has
is
never
it.
been clearer for Josh
Right,
Allen.
This is it.
Yo,
This is it.
The path has never been clearer.
What's
What they
that?
went 33-30?
Right.
What's that?
They
that
barely
phrase you-
survived.
Don't shit your. What was it you like to say about like don't play with your food or don't throw out like
They
that?
play with their food.
And they got burnt by
The
all
Bills
teams.
play with their food and then get eaten. That's the story of the Bills.
Like the story after the Broncos game. When we talk AFC East, NFC East, I'm gonna go back and just make everybody who says the NFL's fixed this that explain because they're still talking about that interception, which we know was an interception. Dude, we're just gonna completely blindside the fact that he played like complete shit that first half of the game. Come on, man.
Like that didn't make a difference in the game.
It would make a difference
Like
if
it
you
didn't-
weren't
like it
fumbling,
didn't
stumbling,
impact the
tumbling.
Shit like that.
My man
A
threw
bat-
the ball backwards right before half and gifted the Broncos a field goal.
A bad first half doesn't impact
Do you
the
think-
entire game.
I think
It
the
all matters.
Jaguars would have went into Denver and beat them.
I mean, if you have
Possible.
a hurt Bo Nix, absolutely. I mean, it's all right there.
I think the Jags would have beat them. We would have had a Jags Patriots AFC title game. And quite honestly,
My dad's retarded.
Let's have a comment. We both came in a little. Oh man. There it is. Magoo with the zingers.
but we're going off the rails here.
It's all right.
It's 10 o'clock.
Bro,
it's late.
the
It's a happy
AFC
hour.
Championship game last year could have been Jags Patriots, and I think Jags could have beat the Patriots. So yes, the Jacksonville Jaguars could possibly be an O Money's AFC
So
Championship
you've got
game.
the Jaguars at 11-6. You've got the Texans at
10-7, Colts at 8-9 again,
Interesting.
and I couldn't finalize a record for the Titans. I put them 6-11 / 7-10
Shadow Realm.
Okay.
We just don't
because
know. Don't know.
I like Cam Ward, I really do.
Love Cam.
We all do.
I love Carnell Tate. I don't know why everybody I'm watching. Oh, Carnell Tate's not a game-changing receiver. Like, what are you talking about?
It's like either
You
a
guys
lot
sound
of
like
hate.
haters. Oh, he went to Tennessee. The man calling the plays is actually a really good play caller.
Right.
He may not have been a really good head coach, but look what he did with Jackson Dart for those couple games.
As far as the internet fantasy community, it's like people either hate on Tate or they really, really love Tate. Where it's like he's gonna outproduce this guy.
Listen,
he's gonna outproduce this guy. If he can
There's
get
a
this guy's
chance
numbers.
that I could, there's a chance that the worst to first can happen too. I'm not saying, or worse to second. Who's to say Cam Ward doesn't take this giant leap?
Listen, with Brian Daboll there and having a guy like Wan'Dale Robinson, Carnell Tate, Cam Ward, I think is in
Cam
prime
Ward cares
position
about
to take
football,
it.
bro.
Yes,
That's all he thinks
Yes.
about is football.
He
He's a
cares
competitor.
about the Titans. He
He's a
cares about
competitor.
football.
Wan'Dale
He's a competitor.
Robinson, Carnell Tate, the gambler, Calvin Ridley.
He's still there.
That's a great
And he's
little
still
trio.
fast too.
Yeah,
Calvin
no,
really
he got
still
a cut. Yeah, he still got. I mean, he
That's a
doesn't have
great
the
little
same
trio.
step as he used to.
No, but he can
go
still
out there.
move.
Yes, yes.
Do I think Spears and Pollard are going to miss games and quite possibly could lose their job to that 5th round running back? It's possible.
It's possible.
Do I think the 5th round running back's going to get burned? I absolutely do.
Yeah, he should. They
He
should
looks
definitely
good.
give him a shot.
Singleton looks good.
But it's still Pollard's
And the
backfield
Colts,
right now. until
I think
further
the Colts-
notice. But it sucks. It's disgusting. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to say this in front of the camera, and this is not even a homer pick. Tony Pollard might be one of the safest RB2s you can get, and it
It might.
costs you nothing. He will cost you nothing to
I
just
don't
go and
feel
do
like
it.
that, dude. I don't
It doesn't
feel
matter
like
what
that.
I feel. It's what they're actually going to do. I'm telling you, it's gross.
They're gonna run.
I'm telling
It's going to be
you,
a
bro.
3-headed monster.
I'm telling you.
It's going to be Tracy, Singletary, Cam. That's what Daboll's going to do with these three.
What do you?
Remember how it was with Daboll? It was Cam, Tyrone Tracy. He was giving touches to all three of them in games. I think the same's going to happen here.
They're saying Spears is going to be the pass
All these
catcher.
offensive players that got
Singleton is
picked.
going to dispel carries off of Pollard. If something happens to Pollard, Singleton is going to be getting 18 to 19 carries a game.
Yeah, I can see that.
As
Think
far
about
as the
this.
traditional running back position.
We talk about, oh, those are the players from the past. All these offensive players that got picked for Tennessee, who do you think wanted them? You don't think he's going to find ways to get his guys on the field?
That ball-headed fuck.
Yes. That's my phrase. Don't take it.
You're full of him, man.
And he's OCing for the quarterback that he wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It was
crazy.
more
Everything,
than it
the
was
way
dark.
everybody came together in 1 year in Tennessee is just
It's kind of
crazy.
crazy.
to me,
It is
yo.
kind of crazy. It's kinda
Crazy. Because
It is
Robert
kinda
Salah,
crazy.
we already know this guy's a defensive guy, but he doesn't have to worry
Listen,
about offense because you have Dayball there.
If it wasn't for the Texans' defense being so good, I think I would have put the Titans in second place.
I might have too.
The only reason the Texans are in second place for me this year is because of
Wait, did you do yours already?
no, not yet.
Okay.
The Colts are in third
Um,
place in my eyes because I think the Colts are going to regret the Sauce Gardner trade.
I think they already.
It all
regret
turns into a pumpkin.
I think they already regret
It
it.
all
and
turns into.
And DJ gave you that 1 year, which I'm so
When we
mad 'cause
saw
he's in
that
my DOA
trade-
as my third QB. I think DOA's going to revert back,
They,
bro.
they made that trade in
Because
the height
let me-
of their run. They
let
were
me
like
break
they were
this
still
down.
6-0, 7-0.
They thought they were going.
They
to
were
the
like
championship.
7-1,
They thought
and
they
they
were
made that
supposed to.
deal. And we all looked at it and we're like,
They gave up way too much.
and it's the Jets. So we already have our
2-1s
Like-
and a Donnie Mitchell.
and we
Not
were
just the 2-1 and a Donnie Mitchell.
And we
Bet you
talked
wish they
about
had
it.
Donnie Mitchell now with
like, yo,
Pittman.
they're going to regret trading Michael Pittman. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, no, they let him walk, right? I don't
No,
know
they
the
traded him to the Steelers for a
Oh.
6th-round pick.
Alec
They're
Alec
going-
Pierce is
Still hurt.
iffy for week
Alec
one.
Pierce
So
was
not-
going to be a 1-year wonder. You watch.
He's still iffy.
Do
for
I
week
think
one.
he's
He
going to
might
put
not
up the
play.
same number? Who's his second guy? Josh Downs?
I'd
Yes,
say that.
literally.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Think
yes,
about that.
Yes.
Before your second guy, well, the number
Excuse
one
me.
was Michael Pittman. Everybody was focusing on him.
Now Downs is wide receiver 2, and Pierce is supposed to be wide receiver 1, but we all know who the first option is on that team. It's Tyler Warren.
Tyler
Yeah.
Warren.
Tyler Warren is
Tyler
the first
Warren
option.
is the
They're
wide
going to
receiver
regret
one.
because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Michael Pittman, they gave up on him too soon because they
Tyler
wanted to
Warren's
pay
going.
Pierce.
Right.
And I think I get why you probably didn't want to pay Pittman because the age status is going to be 30 in like a year or two.
In the back.
You think he's in the back end and you're going to give this money to Pierce. And I don't think Pierce is that game-changing guy to be getting that
Yeah.
kind of money.
Yeah.
So I think
He's a poor man, James.
You know how many-
Bro.
you know
That's
how
what
many
he is.
you know how many NFL
Well, he's
pundits,
rich now, but he's a poor
You know
man.
how many
James Williams.
NFL pundits out there were saying like a year from now they're going to regret this contract.
Yes.
So
Listen,
yeah, they're going to be
he's
8-9 and not even have a top 15 pick because guess who's picking for them? The New York Football Jets will be picking for them.
Well, I got them at 4-13.
Oh,
So that's going to be a top 5 pick the Jets are
Oh.
getting.
Yes, yes.
So the Jets are possibly
Yes.
genius. They're
possibly
sitting there like
going to have 2 picks.
I'm in your head, boy.
Fucking Wemby and
I'm
shit.
in your head.
Fucking Wemby and the
I'm in
fucking
your
Bro.
head.
They're going to have 2 picks in the top 5 next year if this
Possibly.
happens.
Could be back to
Possibly.
back.
But I
I mean, bro, how many spots? It's top 5. How many
Right, right.
seconds?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
could
yeah,
they
that's
could
true.
I think
potentially
the
be
Jets
picking
might be
back
like
to
the
back.
first overall pick next year.
Yeah, I don't think they're worse than the Cardinals. And
Mm.
the Raiders might be worse than the Jets.
I gotta say, I hope they play each other.
First off, the Raiders are
I
not
hope-
going to finish it. Like
I hope
that
we get a
bad.
disgusting Jets versus Cardinals game because when it comes to the draft purposes, that's gonna mean so much.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be nasty,
hope
bro. It's
I
gonna
gotta
be
look
nasty.
back when we get to those divisions, but Jets and Cardinals, we
When
gotta
they
have
come
that
on
on the
stage,
TV, dog.
2 weeks before the draft, the Jets are the first throw. Archie Manning goes, I'm not playing for the New York Jets. I'm going to be balling,
They're gonna
bro.
draft them twice.
Balling.
So for me, I have the Jags at 11-6, same as Oscar.
Okay.
Texans at 9-8, Titans at 7-10,
Okay.
and the Colts at 4-13. I did write down possible 7-10 because there are some games there where I guess if they are playing good, they could win
You
7
feel like
games.
that's just gonna turn into a whole pumpkin.
But I think,
Danny
I think
Dimes
that-
regression, not having a true wide receiver one outside of the tight
not so
end.
much of Dimes aggression. I think
Well, they're
I think
paying-
him
they better
coming
hope
off of that
Pierce is wide
Achilles
receiver one.
injury
They're
might
paying him like one.
fuck with him a little bit. Like that was just it was big. Now Danny's a tough SOB. He's a baller.
Dude was
He knows
playing
his
with a
football.
fracture in his
Big
shin,
dude.
He's
bro.
tough, bro.
Big
The
boy.
guy is
Yeah,
tough,
he's a
man.
big boy.
I give him all
Can't
that.
deny
That's the only reason
You
he
know,
ruptured his Achilles because he's favoring his other leg too much.
Exactly, man. I mean, the guy gets up after every hit. You know, he almost like, you know, people made fun of him, but he reminded me of Eli Manning a lot, bro. Like he got hit and got right back up.
More mobile.
Oh, look at that.
More mobile for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely more mobile. But not, you know, the regression will be, if he does have a regression, it's because the injury was just a little too much on top of not having a true wide receiver one.
Right.
I think a decline is coming for JT. I can kind of feel like it's coming, like last year when he was having such a good year.
He was healthy.
He was
Coming.
healthy.
I agree with you.
And
He was
it's
healthy.
just hard to stay.
Somebody's
like that
going to
every
pick him
year.
in the
He was
first
healthy.
round, and they're going to
And
regret
they're
it.
gonna regret it, man. They're gonna regret it. So I see that happening too.
But
Um,
he's still a risk that you're willing to take because
some
he might be
people,
one of the safest.
JT is one of the guys that I
risks.
kind of
I might take it on
avoid, man,
Marion
because I just
Hampton
don't
over.
like the Colts situation like that. I really don't.
I'd take
Really
JT
don't.
in round 2.
I mean, yeah, if he's there
Not
in round
one,
2, I
Two
probably
quarterback
risk
league,
it.
I'm taking around 3.
I take him in round 4 or 5.
He wouldn't drop that low.
He should.
That's
but-
a steal.
Yeah.
If he falls that low, then
Yeah.
then you should have your running back
That's
one
when
already
you pick up this
situated.
guy.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
You know, it would be a
At
smart
that
thing to
point.
do if you're picking JT that high. Maybe around 15, 16, you pick the
You
backup.
get his handcuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to get his handcuff because
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
they're going to want to establish the run. They're going to want to play defense. They're a fundamentally sound football team. At least that's the type of football that they want. That's their brand of football.
Right.
You know,
But on top of giving up the 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, who literally isn't panning out for this team, they gave up Donnie Mitchell in
He
that
didn't look good
trade.
in practice the last couple of days.
I mean, the guy gets
when the
burnt,
trade
bro.
happened, we talked about it, and this was when they were 7-1. We were just
Right.
like, who won that deal?
Yeah, no, I thought
It-
the Jets won it by
was
a mile.
Like
Sauce Gardner was never.
It was
worth
crazy.
I was
$2
off
million.
that day.
it was crazy.
I was off work that day. When all that was going down, I was down here going, what the hell is
Yeah, it
taking
was
place?
weird. It was a weird trade, man. And
It was.
part of me understands
It
why
was.
the Colts did it because
When was
again,
that? The
they
middle of
thought they were
November?
on their way to a Super Bowl. It had to be either the end of October or middle. of
Maybe
November.
I just got back from watching.
They went
I
all
remember I
in with
was
a
off.
pair of 8s.
Yeah, all in with the pair of eights. Some shit that I was doing a couple Saturdays ago. But yeah,
God.
dude, that's what they did. They went all in with a pair of 8s, and it just did not work out. Somebody was sitting on the other end with a royal flush.
That's
So-
when Ursay's daughter was just writing everything down in her
with the
book.
headset on.
Did you write down the fact that you were going to fucking choke away a 7-1 record and not even make the postseason?
To
Not
me,
even
the
sniff
Titans are a
postseason?
way more exciting team than the Colts this year, like by far. Having Dable in a role where it's his role, it's what he's comfortable doing, it's what he knows best.
It's like having a
Again,
box
he's
of
with the
fireworks,
quarterback
dog.
that he wanted last year. He got his guy in Wando Robinson there with him as that's most likely going to be used as some sort
That
of
definitely was a
security blanket.
Dable move, too.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And a quarterback that
Um,
is going to try to stay in the pocket more and make the pass.
Yeah, man.
He's
The
not
kid,
gonna
the kid
look-
wants
he's
to be
looking down the
football.
field.
He is
Like,
football. He breathes football. I can tell he loves the Titans. He
Yeah.
cares about that team. Standing in front
drafted
of a
him.
reporter and cameras and saying we ass right now and talking about the
and
team the
he's
way
not,
he doesn't care, bro.
dog.
But
Like, he's
he
not,
doesn't
like,
care
there's
in a way
no-
where he's an asshole about it. Like you could see it on his face that he cares about the
Yeah.
way this team performs.
Barking
He
at the
wants that.
defense?
Yes,
just
that
barking,
kid
dog.
cares, bro. That kid
Barking at
cares.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Yes, and that's how you got to be, dude.
Like,
If you're going to be the face of your team, which every quarterback is,
Love it.
regardless of where you get drafted and who you are, that's how you got to act sometimes, man. And I like that. I like that coming from Ward. So
nah,
I
love Cam.
seven wins for the Titans is
I
a
love
floor
him.
for them. I feel like really.
So, you guys gave your picks.
Tie game.
So here's my picks for the South.
Guys at third base, no outs. These bitches get 2 outs and only can get 1 run in.
There is, I feel like the Jaguars are just clear ahead, the favorites.
Oh, you finally seen it? As soon as I saw I had this Sunday, I couldn't
Oh,
wait.
that's hilarious. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. To me, Jaguars are the
Clear cut, right?
That's
So
so
weird.
You know, look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
What I'm about to say, it makes me sick. The Jaguars are the class of the AFC South.
Listen, I hate them
And
as much as you do. I still get flashbacks to the AFC
I
Central.
have always hated them. They remind me of the mint chocolate chip cookies that I ate that made me sick and threw up. Like they they are just one of those experiences where it's just like there's a team. Like, I hate the Texans. I hate them. I have a strong dislike for the Colts, but it's like they won 13 games last year, and there's no reason why they shouldn't win this division this year. I feel like in my mind, they are the most complete team out of anybody in the AFC South.
Because their defense isn't bad.
Their defense is not bad at all. And
Josh Allen that plays for them is nice.
They were a couple whistles away from beating the Buffalo Bills in the playoffs.
Right.
And then who knows what happens because the AFC is not that tough anymore.
Right.
It's not the same AFC. It's not your grandpappy's AFC.
Mahomes isn't scary. Brady isn't there anymore.
Like, they can always he always has a shot to come back and be like, we're the Chiefs, but we haven't seen that yet.
Right.
That hasn't happened yet.
Right.
So this team is more than capable of going 11-6 with what they have. You've got Travis Hunter that's out there getting reps at the offensive side of the football. A resurgence of BTJ, which could happen at any time. Parker Washington being able to duplicate what he can do. Brenton Strange, who has the potential to be a top 10. Bashil Tootin mixed with a Chris Rodriguez, mixed with a LaQuint Allen. There's a lot of variables, but most of them are positive for this team.
Yep.
Where it's like somebody's going to do something for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can move on from an ETN based on what you have here.
Yes, 100%.
So they're like the division championship for 11-6 to me for them is just that is like you're the best team in this division.
Yeah, I agree.
Followed by a team that I feel like they're just going to continue to be a good regular season team that flops in the playoffs, the Houston Texans. I've got the Houston Texans at 10-7. I feel like that's their ceiling. That's who they are. That's what they are. They're not going to change. I don't feel like they've gotten any better. I don't feel like they've gotten any worse, realistically.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like they're going to go out there. They're going to have the defense that they have. CJ Stroud's going to make the plays during the regular season. They're going to get their playoff spot with a 10-7 record in the AFC. You definitely got a playoff spot.
How do you guys feel about David Montgomery and what we've heard so far as coming?
I've not heard anything positive about David Montgomery training camp.
I think he's their best running back.
They think differently.
Even with what you've heard?
I think he's their best running back. They're all playing behind a bad offensive line.
Which is true. It's not like the offensive line is the greatest.
Like I'm sorry.
From all reports,
Woody Marks
is outperforming
Jordan.
David Montgomery.
Yeah,
You're saying Montgomery looks slow.
The problem with the Woody Marks thing, it only lasts 3 or 4 weeks.
He gets hurt every
running
game.
backs
change though.
In the most expendable position.
Again, it's only August 5th, 4th?
In the most expendable position in the NFL. If you go out there and only give us another 3 or 4 weeks, then it doesn't really matter. It could be Jawar Jordan. It could be David Montgomery. Bro, but those are the names. Those are the guys that are going to be getting carries. You're going to be seeing Jawar Jordan getting carries on week 1, and you're going to be like, how is this happening? They're all playing behind the same bad offensive line. They traded away their offensive line.
I mean, yeah, Laremy Tunsil.
That's another thing, bro. They lost. That team could struggle even more on offense.
10-7 is
the most for them is their run game because if they can't block, bro.
10-7 is their ceiling. I'm banking on them being a good regular season football team. I don't think they're winning any playoff games. Not with the way CJ Stroud was playing in the playoffs. That's their story. Good regular season team that loses playoff games. That's going to be the prop that shows up in the playoffs when they're playing their game.
It's not for Stroud. I feel bad for D'Amico Ryans, bro.
Like they're going to have to travel to somebody's house and play their playoff game out there.
Right.
One of the division champions. They're going to have to go to Pittsburgh again. They're going to have to go to
or probably
Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, New England, Cincinnati. They're going to go somewhere and they're going to get outclassed because when it comes to breaking it down to the tournament, they can't hang.
Yeah, no,
they're not going to get the run. The defense is not going to get the run support. And there's certain teams, not like the Patriots last year, that are going to be able to hang 25 to 30 points on you.
Yeah.
Regardless of how good your defense is.
I agree.
One broken coverage.
We disagree on a lot of things, but this right here we agree on.
They are a regular season ass team. That's the Texans, bro. Regular season team.
Even then, man, like 9-8, how I got him 10-7, that doesn't make you a really good regular season.
It's right there. It's the same. 9-8, 10-7 is the same. It's we see them in the same spot.
There's probably some of those games where they're gonna come out winning, and it's like, man, the Texans probably should have lost that game. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be some games like that for them where they'll find a way to win, but it's
20-16.
Like the defense will bail them out.
Defense got 3 picks.
The defense will bail them out.
3 picks, 2 fumbles. They
Right.
really They
Right.
worked. They worked, bro.
Right.
Like you're gonna work this defense because your head coach is a defensive-minded coach.
D'Amico coming out of college, and when he played for Washington, that guy was an animal.
Yeah,
he ran roughshod on the NFC East like it was nobody's business.
He was a dog.
He ran roughshod on the NFL whenever he played in the.
So it's probably more frustrating for him because it's like he played at the highest level.
Yes.
And it's just like,
and he's got his guys performing at the highest level. They got one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league right now.
And your franchise quarterback is giving you 10 turnovers in 2 playoff games.
Yeah,
10 turnovers.
That's rough,
bro.
Man.
That's enough to lose your job.
It is.
There's no way.
But D'Amico probably goes in front, to the brass and be like, listen, if Mike Tomlin can stick around for 20 years, then so should I. And
but
it could be that kind of situation for D'Amico. I think he deserves that, bro. Really.
Like I said on this podcast a while back, it's not up to him as far as CJ Stroud getting paid.
No, it's not. It's not.
Even if he
to
has
be my argument again. I said it earlier and I'll say it again now. If it's not CJ Stroud, then who? Then who, man? Like, who do you go after? Baker Mayfield, maybe? The way Drew Allers is looking, it doesn't look like Pittsburgh's not going to go after Baker. But
Baker might be the best.
It could be an option for
him.
Who Baker?
Does Tampa just let him walk?
Why not? You're not going to pay him $50 million like he wants. So
clearly, they're not going to pay him that. Baker could be. Like that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Houston couldn't fuck around and offer him a 2-year.
There are options outside of CJ Stroud, bro.
Yeah. Are there options? Not many.
Not many.
But Baker is an option.
Baker's a better option.
That could happen.
He's a better quarterback.
But he'll be highly, sought after too. It won't be just Houston looking after him. It could be Miami. It could be the Jets if they don't land a top quarterback in the draft.
This conversation gets magnified after the Texans get bounced out in the first round of the next year's playoffs.
Yeah.
This conversation, we circle back to this. We have this conversation again when he goes out there with his book bag on and his chanclas, whatever the fuck he was wearing. I don't know. I don't know what is it.
The video was so bad, bro. Dude,
when you posted that, I was like, oh my
God. I just wanted him to turn around, and I wasted a first-round pick on him.
What happened to Stroud 9?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That video just completely turned.
Kudos to you making the championship.
Thanks, man.
In spite of all the nonsense that you've had to deal with. Puka and JSN are taking that team by the throat and saying, "This is our team.
This is it.
We're going to take you to the promised land, whether you like it or not."
I love those guys now.
Who's your quarterback now?
Cam. Got Cam.
It's Cam.
But I still have Rodgers and I still got Stroud. Yeah, I had to make a QB move this offseason.
Okay, so
you couldn't stick with Aaron or
no.
I've got
not season. I couldn't risk that.
I've got Jags at 11-6. I've got Texans at 10-7, and then I have the Titans and the Colts in that 8-9 realm.
Okay.
I don't. A lot of the reasons we already discussed as far as the Indianapolis Colts.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like with everything, just the regression.
I mean, you guys are higher on them than I am for sure. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up dead last in the division. The inconsistencies, which has been a story of Daniel Jones' career up until this point.
Right.
The trade, which we're gonna circle back to and talk about during the regular season when we look back on
every time they lose, it'll be a topic of discussion.
I will say this though: the trade that they made with Dallas for Williams is working out for Dallas too. Like that, more equal.
Right.
It's like
that's more even.
The
this Sauce Gardner trade was crazy ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And I think A.D. Mitchell may be a good wide receiver for them.
Yeah.
I watched the guy play.
He's the wide receiver too for the Jets.
At the moment, correct.
Yes. I watched the Longhorns when he played for them. I wanted the Steelers to draft him in like the third round, but like I wanted him over Roman Wilson
It's funny because
I knew what he could be.
Last year we felt bad for AD Mitchell because we felt like he couldn't get his chance because they just had too many wide receivers.
And now they don't
And
have
now
enough. I
that's
bet you they
crazy.
wish they had him.
Yeah, now they don't have that.
That's crazy when you look back at the conversations that we had last
I
year.
literally remember,
Conversations
us, you guys, me saying all the same thing about
too many mouths to feed.
too many mouths to
What are
feed.
you
We
talking?
were saying about that Jacksonville. We're saying about Jacksonville now. We
Bro,
said that
trade
about
him
Indy
in
last year,
season.
bro. So many options for Indy. What are they going to
So
do?
many
Traded
options.
him in season.
bro.
You trade Pittman to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's so crazy.
You sign Pierce, Downs, and then it's Tyler Warren. But that's it.
That's it.
The variables that I mentioned about the Jaguars, it's the same thing for the Colts, except there's more negative
Whoa,
variables.
what the hell just happened? You got an alert too?
There's more negative
Lonnie
variables.
Walker is signing a 1-year, 3. No, who cares?
That's stupid.
There's more negative variables attached to the Colts than
Thought something
when it
good
comes
just
to
happened. I was like,
Jacksonville.
oh shit. Did
Jacksonville
Aaron
has a
Donald
lot of
resign?
things in place where it could be. There's a lot of ways where it could work out. Whereas with the Colts, there's a lot of ways where it could just go south.
Yeah.
With the Tennessee,
Super fast.
with my Tennessee Titans, I just feel like it literally just going to be growing pains, bro. There's going to be a bunch of games we're going to lose that we could have won, and that's going to be the difference between having a winning record and being 8-9, 7-10.
The Tennessee Titans this year is going to be a well-made hot air balloon, right? Where like the mechanism might be off inside, where like it's going to give you enough heat to get in the air and they'll start rising, and then you lose a little fuel here and there, and the balloon will start to go down, and then they'll rise again once the mechanism figures it out again. And they're just a well-made hot air balloon right now.
My only outlier.
Hey
Look
man,
at you.
My only outlier for my boys is if we start out like 3-2 or something, we might ride that and see what happens. But if we start out 0-4, 1-4,
yeah, that'll be tough. I was looking at
It's
I was
just-
looking again. I did the same thing with all these
Right.
teams today or last night when I was looking it over, and that's what I did with the Titans. Where I was like, I don't see them like if they start off 1-3, 0-4, like it's gonna be hard for them to win 7 games. So I went back and I was like, let me give them 2. They can go 2-2, possibly 3-1 to start the year, and then things will get a little dicey for them because they're still a young team. They still have a young quarterback. A new coaching staff is still figuring things out. But as long as they have that strong start, they should be okay. They should be okay.
It's really all about the start, and of course those 6 division games, which already in my mind I'm already splitting. Like I'm already seeing it at
And,
best.
yeah,
being
that's
3-3
not far-fetched to
potentially.
think. You know, I know you're a fan, but even me looking at the outside,
But there's so much that we have to get. Like there's so much that we have to work.
Yes.
Like our offensive line
Yes,
is still
there's-
not good.
Yeah, I get it, man.
You know, and
I get it, but who's to say that
but
just coaching staff doesn't, just light a fire under these guys, and for whatever reason they just
the
figure it out.
leadership,
Yes, Caleb Ward.
having a former head coach as our OC,
Yes,
working together with the head coach.
Yes.
Basically, like you don't have to worry about this side of the
I
football.
got you.
You just worry about running things. I'm gonna run this.
Right.
He gets to be in the position that he wanted to be in from the beginning. It's
Dude,
almost
Salah
like
had the Jets defense balling for 2 years
they
straight.
were not the problem.
They were not the problem.
He knows how to do
Yeah.
that. Like
It was everything else, and then Woody Johnson putting his fucking 2 cents into the thing and stressing Salah out.
this man,
Salah has 7 kids. He doesn't need
He-
his ball stressing them out like
he
that.
went back to San Francisco and got himself a head coaching
Yes.
job again.
Yes,
based
because
on
he's
his
a
resume.
good coach and he's a good dude.
The Jets
He's
is
just a
not.
good
I'm
dude.
not going to hold anything that happened with the Jets against him. Coincidentally, we have them week 1, so you know
And
he's
you
got
guys
that
are gonna
shit.
run. Oh
You
my
know he's got that
God.
shit circled.
dude, he's
'Cause
gonna
in
look
his
at
heart-
Dayball and be like,
He's like,
cut him loose.
yeah, like it is
Cut him
hard.
loose,
It's like, yo,
Dayball.
let's kill these guys.
Yes, that's what
Like,
he's gonna
I-
want to
like,
do, and
let's
he's gonna
kill these
murder
guys.
the Jets.
We
He's
need
gonna
this one.
Murder them.
We may not make the playoffs this year. We need this one. Like we need this
Yeah.
one.
There's no way you guys start 0-4 though, because the Jets are their first game of the year. There's no way, but
1-3.
1-3 is possible.
I
still
say
think
a
they can go 2-2
hot
though.
start changes what I think. But this is my team. Like a hot start changes how I feel. If we go out there and we start off 3-2,
Yeah, no,
the
The jersey comes
start
out.
getting a little
Because the
you know-
Aaron
you
McNair
know what I
jersey
mean?
comes
Like,
out
it just-
again, and I get it, dude. I get it.
But there's the growing pains are still there. This is still a sophomore quarterback. This is still a weird offensive line. You've got the weapons for sure, and he's not afraid to use them. You still need to go out there and win division games. You know, you have a team in the Jacksonville Jaguars that I feel like is clearly ahead of us by a mile, Everybody else, I'm not as worried about as far as not as much as the Jaguars. The
Right.
Jaguars are a team that I see in the AFC Championship game. They can get themselves that far. Our ceiling is not that. To me, for us to be able to be, if we get to wild card Saturday,
Dude.
I
That
mean,
would
I'm
be
gonna be
insane.
here in all my glory, like because if you let us in, dog,
Yeah,
that's all we
no.
need. Because
Listen,
after that, it's all
As much
it's
as
up
I
in the
like this
air.
Titans team this year, watching you guys go to a wild card Saturday will. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it because I don't know what the state of the Giants will be at that point. But if they're worse than the Titans, I'm going to be upset.
There's so many people. Like Salah's going out there with something to prove.
Yes.
Dayball's going out there with something to prove. Like they're pissed.
Yes. Yeah.
They're pissed. They
Yeah.
want to be like, nah, we like y'all messed up. It wasn't us. And I feel like that's part of why they got together in the first place.
Even
where
though it
it's
was
just
kind of
like,
Dave's that was messing up a little bit with us as far as like he just got a little.
there's a
out
lot of
control.
ways that conversation
It's-
can go.
He just got a
Peeking
little
your
out of
head
control.
in the we
That's
saw
what I'm
that
saying.
live.
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah, that was,
Get him
That
out
was-
of there!
that was a little much.
That
A
was
little much.
I was like,
that
what is this guy
was
doing?
crazy. However, I feel like he has
Bro,
a
but
role
they
that's
put it
better
on the
suited
Eagles that
for it.
night. Put it
He did.
on the Eagles that
Yes,
night.
He did.
Remember that.
Scatterable ran for over 100 yards, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did. He had 130
Yep.
yards. Yes, he did.
So I'm not gonna. I need again. My whole thing.
I
This
the
the
whole
whole
that night. Anytime touchdown, Cam.
the whole theme.
I had an anytime. I think I had a passing touchdown for Dart.
The whole theme of tonight has been
F
I need to
Eagles.
see it. So with the Titans, with my Titans, I need to see it.
I get it.
Do I think they can make that push? Absolutely. Like I believe in Cam Ward, but I know that, and especially in football, when you only have 17 weeks, those growing pains turn their ugly heads, bro, and you lose those 2-point, 3-point games where you're gonna walk away on Sunday feeling like you should have won that game, and you
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
You did it.
You know, it happens to everybody.
You're gonna
We go through it
calculate
every
the
week.
wins and losses in
Go
your
through it every
mind,
week,
and
man.
it just that's the,
You know,
that-
football's
that's
such a short season that we have no point and no choice but to overreact on a week-to-week.
still a
basis.
better year than last year.
So
Like we're gonna have something to play for. I feel like week 16, week 17, we're gonna be at that point where it's like we still have that shot to be able to do something.
you
but
know, man,
just
I hope they do. I hope
me
they
too.
do.
I'll be there. I'll be there every
I'll
week.
be here too.
Yeah, I'll be there
Except for week one.
Every week. Week one, I'm gonna be fired up.
Yeah.
Oh, 24 pack. Somebody call Heather.
He
I
Get ready.
am going to be fired up. And I'm also telling you, it sounds ugly, but I'm telling you right now, bro, in those leagues where you're drafting, where we're not playing against each other, go out there and get yourself Tony Pollard. Don't be scared, yo. Don't be scared
do it
because you're not going to regret it. I'm
I
telling
think I
you,
will.
it's going to be nasty business. But when that guy's in there and he's getting you 11, 12 touchdowns, I'm telling you. I hate it.
know.
I don't like it.
know.
I am not a fan, but it's what you got to do to survive. You got to. Like, it's one of those. It's. I'm gonna call. It's like a cockroach play. What you got to do to survive. Like that's like you got to go and get. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be going high, paying the premium for their RB2. You can wait till
Just
round
gotta do
10 and get yourself a Tony
Mr.
Pollard,
Stark.
bro.
I'm not feeling so good.
I got some theories about the Hulk snap too, bro. But gotta wait for you to actually watch the movie.
Hers up, my man. Hers up.
What's tomorrow? Thursday? 2 more work days left,
Yeah.
and then I go watch it. I already told the kids we're leaving at 9 a.m. because I got to get to the Amish market in the morning, so I get that 10 for 10 special.
I can't wait.
I might buy an extra pack and save it for us.
Some would call
Dude, I
it.
think I might buy a pack this weekend too. Honestly,
They're open till what? 9 to 4?
we'll be there around lunchtime, most likely.
Yeah, 9 to 4 on Saturday. The one in Williamstown on Black Horse Pike. That's the one that's got the snow.
So what's
Oh, wait a minute. Is that
that's
on
where I'm-
322?
Yeah.
Oh, that's behind Harrison's Diner.
What are we thinking
Behind the
for
diner, right?
Maybe.
what are we thinking for next week? What
I say we go south.
No,
We just
west.
I mean, yeah, we just
we just
west.
just
Let's go to the electrical
West,
substation.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do substation next
boy.
week.
So next week we'll do the
Oh,
West.
baby.
Are we saving the East for the
Oh,
third week? Or the
We're
baby.
last
saving
week?
the East for last. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a
Last
lot
year,
to
I
talk
think
about there.
we brought it. We did them first last year, and we were wrong for that. We should have let it simmer.
Yeah, we'll build it up. We'll do the East last. We'll do the East last. Gives me time to marinate because I honestly still, I mean, I still gotta make my mind on that on the fly. I had to come out here and present what I thought, but I really feel like the Bucks and the Jaguars to me are just the best choices for these divisions.
As far as
The
NFC
West-
South goes, that can go any which way. You know, I
Yeah,
almost don't even care.
Any
which
of
way
them
it
can win
goes.
9 games.
Yeah.
Any of them can win 9 games. It almost sounds messed up picking the Panthers to win 4 games, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't feel good when it's like the organization is not backing this kid. He's just one person.
Yeah,
He's one person.
I think the Panthers might be a better team than the Colts this year. So
I mean, I'd like that. I wouldn't mind that. It's one less obstacle in our way.
Yeah.
As far as like what we need to get done in our trajectory.
yeah. I mean, the Titans are a good team, man. I think
Um,
they got good young pieces in place. So
I just have a weird feeling that there's gonna be like they're gonna
They're
maybe-
lose
they're gonna
games that
they're
they
gonna
probably
have
should've
me
won.
right there in the
Yeah,
palm of their hands,
yeah.
or it's like, yo,
listen,
you got
I
me.
dealt with that last
You got
year.
me.
They got me 7 times last year, so I get it.
You could have won this game, but you lost it. A 15-yard roughing the passer penalty,
Oh, man, thinking
getting
about
them
last year's
right
Giants
into
is
field goal
giving
position.
me
Like,
agita. That's Tony Soprano.
I'm keeping my composure right now because I know during week 1 kickoff Sunday I'm not going to have any composure. I'm keeping it right now.
I'm going to be in the effing building in MetLife
Yeah.
next to my
That's-
favorite primo.
Well,
And
if
he's
you
going to
don't
be
lose that
talking
game,
shit the whole game.
man.
Oh, man.
that
you run
game's
wild.
going to cause the trajectory of both teams.
That could potentially tell the story of
I agree
what
on the
happens
Giants
moving
end. I
forward.
disagree on the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys can still do
Giants
things.
needed
Yeah.
more. Giants needed
Yeah,
more.
the Giants definitely.
So
need
how
more.
we're doing the West next week.
Doing the West.
Electrical substation.
Electrical substation. Here we come, baby. Here we come. Get ready.
Will Aaron Donald be a Ram next week?
I don't know. He did his workout today.
Now it's time to see how the body responds.
Yep.
Will Pat Mahomes be starting week 1?
It's looking
will
like
Pat
it.
Mahomes be Pat Mahomes? Will he have the
That
mobility?
is up in the air. Will he be ready? Probably.
Does
Will it be
Justin
Pat Mahomes?
Herbert finally, stay healthy an entire year?
Listen, as long as his wife is out there feeding him grapes every week, he'll be all right.
We're good.
He'll be
So,
all right.
I'm on money. That's Mike D. Elon is,
Somewhere.
taking care of situations.
That's right. Yeah. Right.
He's
Thank you for tuning in, man. We appreciate
he's
it.
handling Apocalypse's work. He's finding a new Death's Head.